You are listening to the Lucha Central Podcast Network. And now, luchacentral.com presents Masks, Mats, and Mayhem.
This is gonna be the intro that you use when we tell you to
Justin,
suck off.
I have a question for you.
Listen, Justin, when you're ready and when you feel comfortable and you're happy to do it, it's completely up to you to do the thing.
I'm distracted, man. I am all about Predator. Welcome to another edition of Mass Mets and Mayhem. I'm your host, the Outlaw LA Red. You can find me on social media at JustinHarvey75. You can find the entire show on social media at MMMshow75. Listen, here's the thing, people. I need you to rate. I need you to like. I need you to subscribe. I need you to type comments. I need you to type reviews, especially on iTunes. The Lucha Central Podcast Network is coming out of the gates gangbusters. We have several highly rated shows. We're doing great in key demographics, but we want to be doing great with you and for you and on you if we need to. So I need you to rate. I need you to subscribe. And I need you to like, and I need you to comment, and turn on the bell. What? There's so many things you have to do for us. We're going to do all this for you for free, but there's a few things you need to do for us. We desperately want to get our balls shaved before the end of summer. And the higher we can get these numbers, the more people can rate and like and subscribe, the sooner we can get our hairy nuts trimmed. Get them all trimmed up.
Quarantine is...
My balls are now called Gizmo.
And we're going back out in public.
Why?
Summer.
They don't like bright light.
And again, like I said,
we
are wrestling fans on this podcast. No, we're not fans. We're wrestling enthusiasts on this podcast. And as wrestling enthusiasts, we are obligated to only wrestle in Speedos, only swim in Speedos. So when we go outside, we got to wear our Speedos. And right now, my undercarriage is looking like Miguel Perez fucked George the Animal Steel in a steel cage.
There's a lot of chair leakers on the scene.
Okay, so that up there is Elias
at Byron Fever.
Some bearded Oh no, it's Byron. It's at Byron's Fever. What's up? Going on? What's going on there? Just so you guys know, I have to give. I'm never nice to Byron. Don't think that this is going to be something that happens very often, but I do want to say thank you very publicly to Byron for all the hard work that he's been doing. But Byron, do you have the list?
I have the list.
Who's on the list?
Me, never.
I'll get to him in a second. Who's on the list?
Shit.
You lost the goddamn list. Look, fine. Why don't you put yourself on there right after JoJo motherfucking Feeney? I'm sorry, JoJo fuckboy Feeney? I'm sorry, JoJo fucknut Feeney.
JoJo was on it. He probably stole the list. Deep State Conspiracy.
Big shout out and big thank you to Conan and who?
Only
the other guy?
Only Conan. That's the only one.
Oh no, stop it. No, Glenn's the best. Honestly, I
love DI too. Yeah. I would totally plug a piece of merchandise of his, but no one gave me any copy for luchamasks.com. Lucha-masks.com.
Lucha-masks.com. Don't go to the fake one. It's Lucha.
I do want to say that the Lucha Masks at lucha-masks.com, they're phenomenal. And I highly recommend everyone goes out and tells Kevin to give us free Hayabusa ones.
Yeah, we want the Hayabusa.
Oh, you're just doing it for the free shit. I thought he already paid you the way you were talking. Jesus Christ, get the money first, you dumbass Mark.
No, dude, we want free merch. We know we're never going to get money. We want free merch.
I watch wrestling to get paid.
Fine. Kevin, the boys want some shit, man. Anyway, yes. So if you want to get your Conan mask, your disco mask, if they're even still available, those things are a lot of those.
Hey, they're the MMM show masks that have like hairy balls on.
We have a problem with our logo. The cage inside our logo has too much detail for printers to do on hats and masks and all sorts of stuff. I got to work on it. I'm working on it.
What if it was just like a ball sack with a bunch of hairs coming off of it, and it looked, like the dude from Star Wars,
like a hairy ball.
And he's like, and he gets his arm cut off.
So that guy over there, that is at luchagringo on the social medias. We call him the Professor Casey the Terrible. Casey also has is highly educated and has degrees in how to write circles around your ass. We love this guy. And he knows a lot about lucha.
And he doesn't have a second
action
name.
Figures, all sorts of stuff.
Where Casey works and lives?
His first name is Professor. His last name is Casey. Casey, what's going on, brother?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty good. Some people blew up my spot a little bit. Had to get angry again. Seems like I get angry a lot, like a lot.
Smangry.
Yeah. It's not a gimmick when I'm angry. I'm really angry. Yeah.
Smangry.
Yes, Mangry. I wish I could say that I had some copy to read for lucha-masks.com, but I don't because no one sent me any. And, I said I would do a live read, and they said thank you, and then no one said, hey, read this. So I'm going to make it up, and I'm going to say, hi, guys. Do you like masks over your face? Are you ugly? Most of our listeners are. You might need to cover that face up because you might be.
We can't. I got to drop them right now, or else we're going to lose our show.
Are you at least 75% ugly? Are you?
Meef.
Hey, and up there is at Meefloaf from across the pond. Now, if you guys don't know, we have never actually even met Meefloaf in person. We don't even know if he's a real human being. He could be a bot. He eats weird things like crumpets with fish and chips and vinegar and stuff, and puts mayonnaise on French fries.
And chips.
We don't really know this guy from Adam, but it's still, we decided, you know what? We're going to let this guy be on our podcast because, damn it, when he says the word
twat,
the word, Meef, twat, that's the one. When he says that word, it's great. The rest of us can't even say it. When he says it, it's great. There he is up there. Meefloaf, what's going on, Meef?
Soul in the delivery. I'm good. I've had a good week. Fantasma kicked the shit out of somebody. So, all's good with the world.
I don't know who that is.
Meef, how's that giant plastic? How's that giant?
I thought his name was Chapo McDrugstein. Right now.
Chapo McDrugstein. Druggy McDrug Latino. It's pretty bad. Whatever the name is. I love HDF. Not so sure on this name.
You had a bunch of white dudes at a table in a conference room in Florida just trying to figure out.
No, but see, you're going to feel real bad. You're going to feel real bad if it was like all the luchadors and HDF came up with it himself.
That's true.
For saying that.
That's
you're going to feel like shit.
Dude, you know what?
That's
I
true.
know.
But it does sound like they're like, what's another word for Mexican drug dealer?
Do you want an insight?
All right, well, listen, I want to talk about this.
Can I say one more thing about the masks?
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Oh, God. We got to get to this interview. It's a good one.
Because I have it on good authority that a friend of ours said that name was bullshit and told them to go fuck themselves, and a whole incident happened.
Woo! That's fire! What?
Wait, what?
But I'm not naming any names.
What?
Casey coming with the real stuff. What?
I might have just made all of that up. I probably did.
I was gonna say, man, it wasn't me.
I know. Like Meefloaf was up there, like, shut, man.
I was like, shit.
I do want to say it is a little bit of bullshit that lucha-masks.com hasn't sent us anything for free. Has no masks, mats, and mayhem. Themed masks. But
we got to fix our logo.
And I like how,
Keeping It 100 masks. They're not even on the Lucha Central Podcast Network.
And you know what else I gotta say? I put over the fact that they had an Ultimo Panda mask, and he acted like he didn't know who I was. So let me tell you something. The reason that pandas are endangered is because they're fucking dumb.
Is that the panda we know, or is that the other?
Just like dolphins.
That's our panda. That's our
dolphins.
Panda's mask.
Yeah, that's our panda.
This is an anti-dolphin podcast now.
Wow. So, listen, let me wrap up this thing about JoJo. So if you listen to Keeping It 100, and please do by all means after you finish listening to Straight Out of the Bodega and us and everything on the Lucha Central Podcast Network, then go and listen to that other guy's show, Keeping It 100.
There's other shows on the Lucha Central Podcast Network?
Oh, yeah, they're dope. Yeah. And Kevin Kleinrock is actually allowed on some of those shows. So if you want to see what our master and overlord Kevin Kleinrock is up to, go watch him on some other show.
Cyrus the Virus.
I actually heard those other shows might have been contractually obligated to have him on the show.
They might have. Anyway, look. My whole point is, so it all came out on
right now. You guys get it? We're getting really loco.
Shut up.
I'm hungry. I might go to a restaurant later.
Shut up! I can't talk over you all damn day, Byron. Anyway, all I was
Feels
trying
like it
to
doesn't.
say is it is clearly apparent, and he tried to downplay it, that Jojo Feeney was responsible for trying to bury us. He has his own podcast network, which name I will not mention here.
Wayne
And
Shifter.
yeah, and he tried to let Kleinrock take the heat, and then he tried to make up for it in sweet talk, and then he ran some stuff on Patreon, and then we got a sweet plug this week, which I feel Glenn was personally responsible for. Thank you very much, Mr. Disco Inferno.
Block gimmick was the best thing I've ever seen in professional wrestling.
So I like Disco Inferno. I always loved the gimmick. I thought he was a great champion whenever he had a belt. Those are two compliments. And my question for you, Disco, is what did we do to deserve you being so nice to us? Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Jojo Feeney.
I know
Jojo Feeney, eat a dick.
I know the answer.
What's that?
When are we going to see the Invisible Wrestler gimmick take off?
I thought we just did.
The Invisible Wrestler gimmick, because that was a pitch in WCW.
Yeah, dude, we already did in GCW where they had Invisible Man versus that piece of fucking shit, Invisible Stan.
Look, in wrestling, good ideas get robbed, man. People crave each other all the time.
For that, he should have.
Nobody gets paydays for that kind of thing, man. Gimmick infringement. All right, so I do want to touch on a serious topic for 1 second. I know we never go into politics, and I'm not going to go into politics here, but I do want to say something about Black Lives Matter. I got a bunch of shit a few weeks ago because I wasn't doing enough from some people, and other people were saying that I was saying too much and this, that, and the other thing. And I've been pretty chill the whole time, and I'm going to stay pretty chill. But what I do want to say is there's kind of this argument out there with All Lives Matter and Black Lives Matter that I kind of want to dispel a little bit, because no one is discounting that all lives matter. But Black Lives Matter is a singular thing. It is its own thing. I'd equate it to All Lives Matter is the Red Cross. You give that cause some money. It helps a lot of various different things. It comes in emergencies. It's kind of this overarching things. Black Lives Matter is more like cancer research. No, I won't even say that. Black Lives Matter is more like St. Jude's, like child cancer research. It's a very specific thing. So yes, both of those things are charities. Both of them help people. Both of them are overreaching and do a specific thing. But to say that you can't say Black Lives Matter or to discount Black Lives Matter and try to switch that into All Lives Matter misses the point. The point is to say that we need Black lives specifically to get into the equation of the all lives. No one is disputing that all lives matter. But anyone who is saying that, please stop, because you are inadvertently being racist and you don't realize it. Just like I don't want to inadvertently do something to harm kids with cancer, I'm not going to tell you about the Red Cross when you're talking to me about a child with cancer. Don't talk to me about how all lives matter when I'm talking to you about how Black lives matter. There is a big difference. And I hate to use this platform for something political. We have never done it in 120 some odd fucking episodes. We never do it. And I'm not saying you should be on the left or you should be on the right. I don't care what your politics are. There are people who come in all different flavors as wrestling fans. And we know that. And I love you all. I don't care. But I just want to point out that if your argument is that all lives matter, that's fine. But it's for a separate conversation. It does not belong in the Black Lives Matter conversation. Guess what? Latinx lives matter too. Asian lives matter. Okay? Indigenous peoples of America's lives matter. All of them matter. Middle-aged white male lives matter, especially to me because I have a few right here. Okay?
I
had to take the time to say that just because that is the one thing out there that I'm just like, come on, guys, you're really missing the point with this one. You can argue about masks, you can argue about riots and looters and elections and politicians and who's doing what for who all day long, but don't get it twisted. Black Lives Matter is one thing, all lives matter is another.
There's an analogy that I heard that really puts it in perspective that, okay, so we're in a, houses matter, right? Say all houses matter. Well, maybe you're going to concentrate on the ones that are on fire first. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Right?
The problem is there were these racist white middle-aged pricks. I'll say, if you're right wing, I'll fight you. Fuck you, piece of shit. I will fucking rip out your spine and jam it up your mother's fucking cunt. Right?
Hey, we just got a new shirt.
And that fuck Winston Churchill. Right? They go on about the fucking Bible and they're going about Jesus and loving everybody, and it's all fucking shit. In the Bible, there's a story of Jesus with a flock of 100 sheep. One sheep wanders off and needs protection, and the 99 sheep, or another guy goes, "What are you going to do about the 99? The 99 are pretty fucking safe. They're in fucking numbers, motherfucker. The one sheep needs the fucking help, and that's what you fucking do."
I didn't know the Bible had so many F-bombs in it.
There's a couple. They're near the back.
They're in the. Okay. All right. So, everybody. Okay. Jojo Feeney is out of my system.
Do you want
BLM is good.
Do you want another white guy to chime in on BLM? Or
sure.
Are we good?
No, I don't care. Go for it, man. And we started it now. You might as well get your 2 cents in because we're never doing it again on the show. So go for it.
Oh, no. I don't have anything new. I would just say the same stuff over and over again. I wouldn't say what Meef said on the podcast, but I give Byron a lot of shit because he likes hockey, and there's nothing more inherently white to me than hockey, even though I know there's some brothers in hockey and there are plenty of black folks that like hockey. It's just, it's cricket to me, bro. It's American cricket.
Yeah.
I love hockey a lot.
I just like that he called the inherently Canadian sport American right now.
Well, I mean, they play it here. Anyway,
I get accused of being Canadian too. I mean, I don't blame you for calling it a Canadian sport. But we are in a really significant time in history right now, and I think that Black Lives Matter, protests, riots, all that stuff, and even the COVID thing. I think this is such a historic thing with a lot of people suffering, and too many people are getting caught up in trying to divide and trying to draw a line and trying to pick which side of the line they're on. And the reality is, we're all on the same tactic, trying to survive.
But that's the political tactic. That's what they want to do.
Yeah, it
is.
Divide
and conquer.
Things change over time, and maybe this is a lasting thing. I don't know. There's a lot of reaction on both sides, and I just think, me being kind of the moderate that I am, I love the fact that there's a lot of open dialogue now. Like on my Facebook, there's just back and forth between people inside my own family and they're very extreme on both sides. Very. and for people who don't know, today when we're recording this is actually Loving Day. That is the 53rd anniversary of interracial marriage being upheld by the Supreme Court nationwide. And being an interracial child myself, I have white members of my family and black members of my family, and they don't necessarily see eye to eye sometimes. So it's very entertaining. But at the same time, I just love the fact that there's a dialogue. Keep talking out there, people. Keep expressing yourselves. The worst thing to me is a closeted, hidden racist or a closeted, hidden militant revolutionary on the left. If you want to change the world, say you want to change the world. If you want the world to stay the same as it was in 1952, say that too. By all means, I would rather have a discussion with you and know how you feel. But if you're hiding it and then you just come out in a hood, or you're hiding it and you just come out in a balaclava and shoot me up at some rally, then neither thing is going to work for me, man. The truth is in the middle somewhere, if you ask my opinion. And that's just my opinion. I'm not pushing it. I'm not preaching it. I'm not saying it. I'm not teaching it. I'm just giving you how I feel. All right. Here's the deal. We got another great interview. If you've been with us the last 3 weeks, you heard from Skip Chasen, the executive producer and vignette director from Lucha Underground. Then you heard from Skip some more, along with our buddy Eric Van Wagenen, who is the executive producer, showrunner, who kept the wheels moving on that show and tried to really protect everyone. And a lot of people think that he may have been complicit in some of the woes of Lucha Underground, but I assure you, he's one of the main reasons why it stayed together as long as it did. He is one of the main bridges between all of the gaps that happened throughout the course of history in Lucha Underground. He's really just an honest stand-up guy. Don't get me wrong. He is still a TV producer, and at times he will definitely do TV producer things, because at the end of the day, he's got a job, and that is to make a product. That's what a producer does. And he stays true to that job, and that's why Burnett has considered him one of his right-hand men forever, doing, Contender and all the other stuff that he does for Burnett's production company over at MGM. Anyway, we had him on, and then we had him solo for a little while. He answered some fun questions. He dodged a few. He evaded a little bit, but we'll get him eventually. And I think some of those questions he just doesn't have answers to yet. And when he does, he'll give them, and he'll do it when it's politically beneficial to him. And you saw Skip being a little dodgy on a couple questions too. Like Skip doesn't want to get into the creative side, or the business side, even though he had his hand in it. He is an executive at El Rey Network. So sadly, when you talk and disparage the network and their hand in Lucha Underground and things that may or may not have gone as well, as much as I love Skip, he's still connected to that entity. That's who he works for at the end of the day. So you heard him be a little evasive too, and I didn't want to put him and Evie Dub at odds with each other because those guys love each other. Business is business, personal is personal, work on other stuff, whatever. It's been a lot of fun. We decided to go a different direction this week. We're going to bring you a couple of guys that I think you all know and love from Lucha Underground. And you should know and love them from Lucha Underground because they've played multiple parts. And it's really fun to listen to them, to hear them talk about like what it's like when you're showing up for work and you get to find out you're dead. There's no other wrestling promotions that really just kill people off. So stick around. I want you guys to hear what our friends Lil Cholo and the El Mariachi Loco. You see how I did that, Byron? El Mariachi Loco.
I could have used that.
Rolled the R.
You'll hear in the interview. Byron could have used that. You want to give it to him, Meefloaf? Give him some R's.
He doesn't deserve.
Mariachi Loco.
There's heat between Meef and Mariachi Loco over selling a mask, just so you guys.
Oh, Jesus. Here we go. Anyway, so I want you guys to stick around. I want you to hear that interview. It's wunderbar. And then we'll be back right after that. We'll be back right after that to discuss another fine episode of Lucha Underground. We also want to talk about this guy, Killer Cross and HDF. But first, before all of that, I want to hear from my homegirl, Denise, because I love that voice.
Hey everyone, it's Denise Salcedo here in Lucha Central with a look at all of the great shows available this week on the Lucha Central Podcast Network. Monday, it's a brand new mass cast with Dos Hermanos Lucha. The brothers are back with their latest advice on how to build the ultimate Lucha Libre mask collection, including what Facebook groups can really help you up your game. Tuesday, it's Mass, Mats, and Mayhem, the show that brings you back into and behind the scenes of Lucha Underground. This week on the show, more behind-the-scenes secrets are revealed from two of the show's Day 1 luchadores. Plus, the gang discusses the current success of former Lucha Underground stars Karrion Kross and El Hijo del Fantasma, and takes a look back at Season 1, Episode 6. Plus, this Friday, look for a bonus episode of the MMMshow focused on Pride Month, including a special interview with former Lucha Underground and current AEW star Sunny Kiss. Also on Tuesday, brand new series Wrestle Boss with Fabi Chulo debuts on its regular night with a live call-in show covering pro wrestling and MMA from 7 to 8:30 p.m. Pacific. Then, each Wednesday, the show will be available for download on podcast platforms. The first episode is up now and features interviews with former CMLL, Ring of Honor, and Lucha Underground star Ricky Reyes, Bellator fighter Rick Hahn, and Combate America SVP Mike Aframowitz. This week's guests will include former XPW and Wrestling Society X star and current owner and operator of the Santino Brothers Wrestling Academy, Joey Chaos. With SPW graduates in nearly every major promotion at this point, there is a lot to talk about. Don't miss Wrestle Boss Live on Tuesday night and in podcast format on Wednesday. We've also got more live recordings for you on Wednesday as Spanish series La Mesa de los Márgaros brings you their unique style of news and comedy along with special guests. Watch as they record their episode on Facebook Live and then download the episode Thursdays. Also on Thursday, it's Straight Out of the Bodega with Papo Esco with special guests PWR Training Academy graduate and AEW star Jungle Boy Jack Perry. Papo and Gabe talk with Jack about his training at the Academy, his time in the NorCal indie scene, and and his signing with AEW. On Friday, we've got the #1 Lucha Libre show on the US charts, Lucha Central Weekly, and the #1 show wrestling related period on the Mexico iTunes wrestling charts, Lucha Central Weekly en Español, with Lucha Libre slowly returning to Mexico and shows this past weekend from both DTU and IWRG, plus luchadores all over WWE programming these days. We've got 2 packed shows for you. Be sure to subscribe and follow all of your favorite Lucha Central Network series on your favorite podcast platforms. And please be sure to give a rating and review to help more fans find the shows that you love. For now, this is Denise Salcedo signing off from Lucha Central Central. Have a great week.
Yeah, so we're rewatching the whole run of for the Lucha Central Podcast Network for Mass Republic's Podcast Network. It's a lot of fun. We want to ask you guys about the birth of the show. Since you were some of the first ones in there, we want to know a lot of the behind the scenes stuff for what your experiences were, especially with different characters. The main question I think though Casey specifically has is for Loco working with Masquerade Sagrada. Casey wants to know, I'll ask for him, how huge was that guy's hog?
No, we have a theory that it's like a baseball bat.
You can see it.
Yeah, shit. I mean, it's like rolled up like a fire hose, right?
I don't know how big, but he was fucking heavier than I thought he was going to be.
See, so it was all there, dude. It was all in the meat and the potatoes.
You know, Loco knows. Trust me, Loco knows.
I believe that. I'm with Cholo. I believe that.
Loco knows for sure.
I do want to ask a serious question though, and I'm about to fuck up your kayfabe.
Serious question, Justin.
I know this is a serious question.
God.
We were talking about this last week on the show, and I'm about to fuck up Loco's kayfabe. Were you the guy that played the most characters on Lucha Underground?
Probably.
How many did you do? Like 4, 5, 6?
I actually played. I played Mariachi. I played Sinestro. And I played Saltador, and I played something else, which I don't want to say because you're going to catch it. I was basically an extra, but that's all I'm going to say.
Oh, you were an extra.
Yeah, so I'm
were you murdered?
We'll talk about that
just a hint. Were you murdered by a vampire by any chance?
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
No.
Did you see the Wagner post?
Don't worry,
the Wagner
I'll
Jr.
tell you
post?
guys later.
He posted a picture of him and Fantasma 10 years ago at a WWE event. It was like, bro, like people are going to rewind that and they're going to see your face. Like Wagner Jr.
Oh, man.
I played a lot of characters. I'm not sure who else played a lot, but I was probably one of the most.
Hennis.
Well, we had Mr. Cisco, and we had a guy that looked like Mr. Cisco, and but we can't tell. Guy got a lot of holy shit chants.
Who that is?
You can say it's all right. It's all good.
Okay,
that's my homie Mala Suerte.
that guy rules, man.
Mala Suerte
was the shit. Oh,
hell yeah.
It's our favorite.
I missed
tribe.
that character.
Were you guys around before the matches started when they were shooting vignettes? Were you in any of that stuff? I know we were trying to figure out who was Dragon Azteca, the original one at first.
Like senior Dragon Azteca that
Senior-
dies.
Drago.
Drago finally let the cat out of the bag himself. He's like, no, guys, that shit was me. So he was cool with that.
Well, because I think what it was like his Drago gimmick was a lot bigger than the Dragon Azteca. So I mean that's pretty much a given. So yeah, I mean, why would you want to use him as something else than his Drago gimmick, which is huge and big? So yeah.
Yeah, especially if DJ and those guys were talking about trying to make him fly and breathe fire and all that shit. I'd be like, oh, hell yeah, I'm staying the dragon, y'all. I'm like...
Yeah, dude, who doesn't want to fly and breathe fire and shit? Like, that's cool.
They pulled those guys, I think, because of their gimmicks, because of how they looked. I think DJ told us that was like a big draw for that. Yeah.
So I want to ask about this. How the hell did you guys get roped into this Lucha Underground thing anyway? Because you guys were there from day one. You know, a lot of other people showed up later, but you guys got on this train early and often. So how the hell did it come about?
Go for it, Cholo.
He's thinking.
Well, basically, I had gotten the call. I had gotten the call a little bit before Loco did. But honestly, I had to give a huge shout out and a huge thanks to Chavo Guerrero because he was the one that mentioned my name to Chris DeJoseph. And, DeJoseph had asked if he knew of any talent out here in the LA Orange County area that he trusted and that he thought would have a good fit on the show. And my name was the first one to come out of his mouth. So I really appreciate that. And I will forever be indebted into Chavo for sure for that.
Yeah, man, you guys being on the show is one of the things that like drew me to the show because I've seen you guys on so many like California shows, the Anaheim Marketplace and fucking AWS and shit like that. And I'm like, dude, I've seen these guys so many times and now they're on fucking TV. It's awesome. And it was like one of the big draws there, is being able to see you guys tear it up with like some of the AAA dudes that I've been like wanting to see and punking out Little People and Prince Puma, which is always fun.
You really got it in for Puma, Casey. What's up?
Yeah, but I also love seeing Little People get kicked in the head. So it's like that was a highlight as well.
That was pretty fun.
So I want to go back to some of those early days, especially your debuts, since we've been kind of watching some of those early episodes. Loco, you actually got to debut with the Loco character, right?
Yes. I was able to do it.
What was that like, and what was the talk backstage of letting you come out and do your bit there? Or would they always plan on using you as a bunch of characters, or were they going to go with that character?
No. In the beginning, I mean, when they got me, they liked the character, and they had some plans for me. In the beginning, actually, I was supposed to face Mil Muertes, and Ricky. Ricky was supposed to wrestle Mascarita Sagrada, but something happened in the back where they weren't comfortable with Ricky working Mascarita, so they switched it. So I was like, okay, you know how to base, you know how to do the whole lucha thing. So they put me against Mascarita as a heel. Once the match happened, they got me going, and they did the whole gimmick where a dishwasher or a restaurant worker across the street. But they had some plans for me, and then unfortunately shit happened, and they had to get rid of the mariachi character. Basically, the Mariachi Loco character is trademarked by someone else, and that person decided, oh, nope, I want a piece of the pie, so this is what's going to happen. So that had to kind of get nixed and said, you know what, since you don't own it, we're just going to give you something else in the future. So
at least they wrote you off by having you become rich and leave the show, even though that was like more for the live crowd.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
And they still use mariachi. Yeah, they still use mariachi like in dark matches, which was pretty cool. Yeah. Once in a while they let me use it, and they just, it was always nice to get a nice local pop. So, I mean, they were kind enough to let me use it anyway.
Yeah, big surprise. Big surprise that there was trademark issues at any point in time in Lucha Underground.
It's a super awesome live gimmick, though. I mean, it's great for those live matches. Are you saying though that you were going to be Mariachi Loco? Sorry, my Spanish is bad. In the crew?
Yeah. Whoa, wait, back that up. Can you try that again, please? That was like offensively bad. Let's try this again. Roll an R or some shit. Come on, hook it up, Byron.
Oh, I've never been able to roll an R.
Okay, me and Byron actually met in high school Spanish class, and our Spanish sucks because all we did was talk about wrestling the whole time. So
you're not rolling your R's.
Our fault.
Hey, Loco, the next time that we do a promo, I'm going to call you El Mariachi Loco.
Hey, I was born in Georgia, so,
shit. Whoa.
Just messing with you, bro.
He was born in Georgia, but he lived in California his whole freaking life, and he's in New York now. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Those are true statements.
No, what was your question, Byron? You had some. You had an actual question after that whole slaughtering of the name and everything. Go for it,
Mr. Loco.
Loco.
So,
Mr. Loco.
I want to try to get Mariachi
Mr. Loco, sir.
Were you going to be in the crew? Was that? I mean, it makes sense that they would bring you in with Cholo and work together, right? Is that what you're saying?
No, not really. We had our own separate thing. They at that point, me and Cholo were. I mean, we were friends and everything, but our relationship wasn't as much as right now. I mean, we always hung out. We always were friends, but we never really had the chemistry that we have now. So at that time, it was just kind of like we were just building up this whole Lucha Homie thing. But they didn't have any plans. They knew we worked together very well. They knew we had good matches before and we had that chemistry, but never as a team. I could play a Cholo character too. I could be bald and talk the talk and walk the walk, but they wanted me to be Mariachi Loco. They actually had a good storyline set up for me once I got beaten up by Sexy Star. I don't know if you remember, but there was this guitar they broke over Mundos's head. I forgot what match, but that was supposed to be mine, and I was gonna have that guitar kind of like Jeff Jarrett sort of thing when I'm walking around with it and just teasing, different things. So I mean, they had something going on for me, but again, unfortunately, someone wanted a piece of the pie and kind of fucked me over.
Damn, man. What could have been. But at the same time, I will say that
hey, Loco, send him a shout out. Send him a shout out.
We'll tag them in the tweet about this.
And before I forget, hold on. You got new merch, Loco?
Oh shit.
Drop the merch, man. Tell them what's up.
Well, I got some shirts. I got some I got pretty cool artwork from one of our good friends. He was a big fan, but now he's just a good friend. I forget his tag, Cholo. Bearded, what was it?
There's this second dude.
I
Bearded Romo. His name's
anyway.
It's hard. Names are hard. You get it.
Yeah, he made
his name is Chris.
Chris. I'm an asshole.
You're an asshole. You're such an asshole.
Okay, fool. I'm trying to put his Instagram in here. That's why.
Bearded Romo. Bearded Romo
on Instagram. Great artist. He did a couple of pieces for me, and the last one he did was basically a kind of a spoof on Joker. Awesome art. I've had to make it into a shirt, and I got that in white and black. Go on my Instagram and you could check it out. I also had another artist kind of help me out on a new one. It was kind of like Dia de las Muertes. I think his is my book of rhymes. If you go on Instagram, another good artist that's on pre-order right now. I should be printing those shirts soon next week. I do have some stickers coming up. I'm getting some pins coming up. And just go on my Instagram and just look me up and then find all my stuff at @Mariachi_Loco. I have Facebook, but I'm not really in it. I get really bad headaches when I'm on Facebook. Cholo just likes to tag every single fucking person there, and that's one of the reasons I don't go on Facebook, because I'm tired of Cholo tagging me on every single damn thing.
And you sold my favorite mask to
and
Joe.
That's why I do it.
Cholo, what you selling
Sold
these
the
days,
checkered
man?
mask. The checkered mask.
Oh man,
the checkered mask.
Cholo,
I was
responsible for me selling that thing because honestly, I was not gonna sell that mask at all. I had no plan of selling, and
I tried.
Years and years of just people asking for it, and then finally Cholo kind of talked to me about it, and was like, "You son of a gun, you."
You gotta see
It's
behind
got a good home.
Meefloaf.
It's got a great home though. It's got a great home with one.
You got to take a look behind Meefloaf there and look at his mask collection. He's one of the foremost mask collectors in the UK. That's not even the whole thing. I think he's in like a separate part of the room now.
Well, yeah, because
there we go. Yeah,
he keeps the Fantasma masks on the fuck doll, right?
Yeah,
Real doll.
He has the Fantasma real doll. It's the only one ever made, and luckily it has pants right now, or the cape's in the way. So
it's covered. It's covered up.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Keep it tasteful.
Please keep it tasteful. Please.
It has like the Nike, the Reebok pumps with the. That's how the dick works, right, Beef?
It doesn't need it. That mannequin is offensive. I did not expect it. I did not expect it to have a massive dick.
That mannequin's got a solid package already for real. Like you could make it into one if you needed to. Like that shit is packing.
That scares me at night.
I actually wanted to send a shout out to Bearded Romo so I can piss off Loco. He actually designed a new shirt designed for me as well, which is like a comic book character of myself. I just posted that a couple days ago on Instagram, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. He actually took the idea from one of the comic books from Black Panther. So it's pretty dope. And then I actually got one more design that I have been working on in the past couple weeks that I'm actually going to drop tonight from a fan in Brazil.
He
had hit me up.
Well, that means it'll be out by the time.
Okay, tonight, whatever.
It's out now. It should be out now.
It's okay.
Are you new at this shit?
We'll get Byron to edit his voiceover.
Yes.
It'll be fine. It'll seamless.
My voice. Edit.
There you go. Well, either way, you can check out all my stuff at Lil Cholo 01 on Instagram.
See, there you go. That's a drop.
I put pre-order in. It's gonna be out next week, so you didn't catch that, stupid.
True. All right.
Oh, man. Hey, you know what? I actually wanted, before we get any further in, because you guys had asked Cholo or asked Loco about his debut there. I actually wanted to share a story with you guys because I'm pretty sure you guys didn't hear about this, and it's actually pretty interesting.
Let's put Cholo over right now. Let's hear him put himself over. Thanks to Cholo.
Oh man.
Thank you, Cholo. Let me just do it in advance.
It's an exclusive.
You're welcome. Anyways, so long story short, I get tossed in the crew. Myself, Ricky Reyes, and Big Rick, and they had a few ideas for us for the debut episode, but everything got tossed around because Pentagon, Phoenix, and Drago got held up at the border for that first episode. And they basically said, hey, guys, we're going to need to bring you guys in the main event on this first episode. And we weren't contemplated for that. And because of what happened to them, they put us in the main event. And, they said, are you guys ready? And basically, we took the ball and ran with it, So not a lot of people know that for sure.
We have a question about that, Cholo. There's a question that's been bothering us for a long time about Ricky Reyes. Why does he put a whole bottle of baby oil on before he comes out to wrestle?
Yeah.
No, you know what the question should be is why does he put a whole bottle of baby oil on his front side of his body instead of his back?
Yeah. Yeah.
No one's gonna put on it.
I got nothing but love for Ricky, but I never got that. Like, he never said, hey, homie, can you get my back for me or anything like that? No, it was just all in the front. Just all in the front.
It's one thing we picked up. doing the main event in the first episode, that was huge. And watching it, it didn't seem like it was the last minute thing. Like it felt like it was meant to be. It was really cool. But what really stood out to me is when you guys were introducing yourselves, and he gets on the mic and he goes, "There's only one name you need to know, and that's Cortez Castro."
And that's 2 names.
And then he hands you the mic. And then you're like, also.
And also,
come on, man, you're in a group.
Yeah. We were laughing about that. Oh man,
There was supposed to be. There was always supposed to be some type of like competition in between us in the group, so that's why he said that. But Ricky.
I like
now,
that.
Was Mr. Cisco always a name that they had? Was there ever like talk about letting you be Lil Cholo, or did they always want to like go with a different name for you?
All right, so when they okay, check this out. So okay, well, I'm gonna get to that. They had said, "What is it that you wear to wrestle?" And I showed them my gear, and they were like, "Oh, that's perfect, right?" And they're like, "Well, what about your name?" And I'll let you guys know now. The same individual that caused this shit for Loco did the same for me.
Oh,
name wise. So basically, that was why they had to change my name. They let me stay as myself, but they had to change my name. They actually gave me a list of characters, and the number one name on that list for them was Gridlocked.
What are you, a transformer?
Like, yeah, that sounds like a fucking transformer. Gridlock.
You've been
They didn't make shirts.
Man, there was a couple other names, like, you know, the stereotypical Spider and just a couple other names, but then I actually was gonna go with Spider, and it ended up being trademarked. So then they were like, "What about a real name?" And they sent me a list of like real names. So the only real cool name that was on there was Francisco, and they said, "How about you just stay with Cisco?" And then I was like, "Cool," and it was just gonna stay as Mr. Cisco, just as Cisco is by itself. But then I was messing around with Melissa during one of the tapings, and I had mentioned to her, I was saying, "That's Mr. Cisco," and they were like, "Yeah, let's do that. Let's just stick with that." And that's pretty much how it was.
Look, it could have been Big Bad Steve, so I think you did all right.
It could have been. I don't know if you guys heard this, but they trademarked a bunch of names that they didn't use on any of the shows, and one of them was Piston Paw Jack. Like that was going to be the name of a wrestler. And I'm just glad Jack Evans came in and they couldn't use the name Jack anymore, and they just took that away. I don't even know who that was going to be.
Maybe it was supposed to be Jack.
They refused to tell us, by the way. I've confronted them about this name. They will not tell us, which frankly I feel is cowardly on their part.
Cowards.
It was Psycho Clown. It was Psycho Clown's name.
He's going to be Piston Paw Jack.
Yep.
So, all right, guys, I want to ask you, because I want to talk about some of the later stuff too, but what were your individual favorite moments of season 1 of Lucha Underground? I know we're talking years and years ago, like 15 weird hiatuses in the middle of the season ago. You know, what was your favorite moments from season 1?
Shit.
Go for it, Loco.
I can't remember much,
I think someone won some titles during that season.
Well, you know what? I think my debut, because I've never been on television. I know Cholo has been there.
Yeah.
But me going against one of the, smallest big names out there versus Mascarita Sagrada is pretty fucking awesome. Yeah, I didn't win the match, but it was my debut in national television, my debut against one of the, again, smallest, biggest name in Lucha Libre, and just it's just amazing. So I probably want to say my debut match at Lucha Underground, at least for me.
What about you, Cholo?
I had set a goal for myself pretty early on that if I had the chance to either work with Puma or Morrison at some time during the course of the show, I would, that was what I really wanted. It didn't matter how or whatever, but I just wanted to get in the ring with both of them, whether it be together or singles. And luckily, since episode 1, it all came to it, and so that was pretty cool.
I mean, I love that about episode 1 too, because one of my mottos, like when people ask me serious questions about TV producing and other shit I do, I always tell them, like when I mentor these kids, be prepared for luck. Like to be in Hollywood or any kind of entertainment industry, you do have to get lucky a lot of times, but you got to be prepared when that shit happens. Like when you get a break, when you get a moment, when you see a crack, you see an opening, you got to go for it, and you got to be ready to go for it. You got to have the skills, you got to have your shit on point. And clearly that you did that first weekend. And we know like their first weekend of Lucha Undergrounds have had zigs and zags almost every season. So it's good for wrestlers out there to know too that are up and coming. Like you got to be prepared, man. When that call comes, when it's time to either put over the big name or to step into somebody else's spot, whatever you got to do, you got to be ready.
Yeah,
for sure. It's because you don't often get that chance to. And if you don't take advantage of it, then it's just gonna fly right by you.
So I want to ask you guys. I want to get back to Lucha Underground, but like right now with like this whole COVID stuff and everything, and wrestling shows being gone, like how is it for a wrestler like dealing with this situation when there's no shows and bookings are light, and like is it just a nightmare or what's up?
Yeah, I mean, some of us have jobs, some of us don't have jobs. We really can't do much but just sit there and wait until it happens. Unfortunately, I didn't take advantage of home workouts and I gained a couple pounds. It's just very frustrating because, I mean, sometimes you think to yourself, I'm going to take a break from this because it's really kicking my ass. It does kick your ass, and you think you're not going to miss it, but once gone and you're not wrestling for 2 or 3 months, you start missing the piece, and it's hard. Luckily, we have good followers that do buy merch and just keep us, out and about and in their minds. You always have to throw content, but it's been pretty hard. And just recently, I did a mocap session.
Dope.
2 days. I haven't wrestled in over 3 months, and I did this whole thing, and I got really, really tired. Luckily, I still know how to take bombs. Luckily, I knew what to expect, but 8 hours of just doing wrestling moves, taking bumps, took a big toll. I'm still hurting right now. And
dude, I see Cholo laughing down there. Like, no, he was gonna blow up anyway. We knew he was gonna blow up.
Oh, bro, I was out of it. So yeah, it's hard. I mean, luckily, I was able to do that and get that ring rust out of there in a studio without people watching me screw up. But I managed to stay alive. But yeah, bro, it's hard.
Are you allowed to tell us what you were mocapping for, or is that a secret?
No.
Oh.
Can't tell you.
All right. I see Mortal Kombat 12.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat 12. There's a new luchador coming.
Animal Crossing, too.
Animal Crossing.
I'll be the rabbit.
So you guys have a wrestling school, don't you? I thought I saw you post something about your class starting up soon. Is it? Or I don't know what California's doing.
We just officially the class will start tomorrow night. It'll be like the first full-on class. It's a Lucha Homies class out here in Southern California, Stanton, California to be exact. We're still working out some details, due to all the restrictions that they're going to be having or whatever. But we are, trying to make sure that everything is clean, sanitized, disinfected, everything that that is going to be asked of us. It's going to be taken care of before, during, and after training, so that everybody feels safe, and just so we can get back in the ring and try to feel normal again. The new normal, if you can say.
The new normal.
Yeah. So for those of you guys not familiar, Stanton's right by Anaheim, ish, kind of.
Westminster, Garden Grove, Cypress.
It's like if you want to go to some of the largest malls in Southern California, they're all right around there.
Yeah.
If you literally, we're literally down the street, maybe a mile or two from Knott's Berry Farm.
Oh shit!
There you go.
Oh,
so
dude.
How do we find? Do you
theoretically, we could learn to wrestle, and then we could go to medieval times and watch knights fight. Fuck yeah, dude.
Okay.
There you go. There you go.
I can't even tell you.
Or do we find information off of your guys's?
I don't have the address right on me at this very moment, but on either one of our Instagrams or Facebook, we post a flyer on there.
Cool.
Yeah, Byron, take a class, please, because you need to learn how to bump.
I will. I'm gonna learn how to bump. I keep getting threatened.
Guys, Byron's damn near 40. You're gonna have like a DDP situation if you bring him in.
I'm the youngest person on this podcast. Anyways,
whoa! What are you trying to say here? What?
He's trying to call us
not
old.
Counting you guys.
Oh,
not counting you guys. You guys are like 27.
We're older than Byron.
I just turned 21, bro. So I don't know what you're talking about.
I know.
I'm a year older than Byron, and Justin's a good 25 years older. It's
I look young, man. That black don't crack. Come on now.
Okay. I wasn't gonna say it, but I was.
But you were thinking it. You were. So. All right.
But no, I just want to clarify real quick though, because we're recording on a Thursday. We're breaking kayfabe, and we broadcast on a Tuesday. Your classes are Friday nights. And we can go to your social media as of right now. Well, Friday nights.
Yeah, as of right now.
We're interested.
Yeah, we're going to be looking to maybe doing multiple days throughout the week, but as of right now, it's just going to be Friday nights. But we are in the works of doing multiple days. So if anybody wants to come out, give it a look through, give it a try, they're more than welcome to. Whether it's new people that want to become wrestlers or existing wrestlers that just want to work out with us. They're more than welcome to come on down.
So I got to ask you guys about this. And we've asked a lot of people. What was the locker room feeling like at Lucha Underground? And I asked this specifically, even though we've kind of heard about it, but you guys kind of bring the life of the party with you anywhere you go. But Lucha Underground, from everything I can tell, sounds like one of the tightest locker rooms out there until later when contracts and shit got a little, iffy. But throughout the most time, what was the locker room like? What were the experiences like backstage with the other performers and workers?
Hey, let me show you what before you say anything. This is what Loco would be doing in the dressing room on that early Saturday mornings when we have an 8:30 call time.
I'm not a morning person, you asshole.
That's it. That's what the whole dressing room would be like. All these guys we're used to being out late.
That's you driving over at fucking Temple. I'll be driving. You'll be sleeping.
Meanwhile, we're all lined up outside at 6 a.m. because we want to sit next to the office and shit.
Crazy shit. If that was like 97 when I was a mark, I'm still a mark. I got into the fucking business. We're probably the biggest marks out there. You would not see me. You would not see me at 6 o'clock in the morning and line up to see that. I don't know, but it's too early. Like Cholo said, I'm not a fucking morning person. I'll be sleeping. 8 o'clock, I'll be sleeping. Call me when I need to go and do whatever I have to do. But that's early. That's really early.
He gives me so much shit. Loco gives me so much shit. Like when we got to fly out of town together, ever since we started, being a tag,
5
I'm a very punctual person.
Shut up. 5 o'clock in the morning to catch a 10 a.m. fucking flight. Come on.
Oh,
No. Okay, we live in Orange County. Most of our flights being cheaper, they always want to fly us out of LAX.
Oh,
so we no, not even John Wayne, because it's too expensive for a lot of the promoters. But we get flown out of LAX, and it's never 5 hours before a flight. This fool's over exaggerating as always. But if we have a flight to catch, I usually try to get there at least an hour and a half or 2 hours early, which is the norm. But we usually have a 6 a.m. flight, so we got to be there at 4 o'clock in the morning. And he's just always in a bad mood, always like, yeah, don't touch me, let me sleep, and he is my road wife.
You know, I have to drink at least 3 cups of coffee before I can actually function.
So that's true, very true. He is my road wife. I have to hear it all the time. Yeah, I'm hungry. I'm sleepy. Give me coffee.
All right, so on the road for you guys, where's the best place to eat? Where are you guys hitting up the most?
Here's another argument.
I'll let Cholo tell you where, because he loves his restaurants.
This is another argument.
Cracker Barrel suck. I hate Cracker Barrel. It's horrible. It's nasty.
Yeah.
Whataburger is disgusting.
Not that breakfast though.
The Waffle House is bad.
All right.
But there's one place that we both agree on. It's in Arizona. That is pretty fucking good, and it's called. Is it Culver's? Culver's. It's like this ice cream burger place that is just amazing. That's probably the best place we've ever been to that we could both agree in.
Man, but I don't know. You not Waffle House either?
No.
Man, there's gonna be some kind of ugly wrestler's court about this shit, man. That's like, I mean, you might not even be a wrestler if you don't like Waffle House.
Oh man, that place. Okay, Waffle House is so bad that it's banned from California. Like you can't find it anywhere.
No, because every place that you find a Waffle House is in fact the South. I don't care if it's in Canada. I don't care if it's in Finland. Any place where you go to a Waffle House is the South. That's all I'm saying. And there's nothing wrong with the South.
Wait until you get Nando's.
Nando's.
You know,
just wait until you get Nando's.
I've actually never been to Waffle House. He's talking about his own experience, but most of the time, like we've been traveling a lot to Texas this year. Our schedule is a little tight when it comes to us flying in and flying out. So we don't have a lot of options. We don't have a lot of time. We have to stop by and get something that's close, something, that's fast. So most of the time it is a Whataburger or a Cracker Barrel or whatever. And,
White Castle too. That thing is nasty. White Castle is disgusting. What kind of burger? There's not even a burger. That's not even like an appetizer. That thing sucks.
You don't eat just one burger.
No, you guys. I heard they call them sliders because they give you diarrhea and you just shit them right out, slide them out.
It's lots of nicknames: gut bombs, rat burgers, sliders, poison traps.
See, you can tell Justin produces food television shows. He knows his shit.
Yeah.
I like White Castles, man. I once ate a White Castle out of a vending machine. It came out hot from a vending machine.
What? And it's
on a dare from Larry the Cable Guy. Larry the Cable Guy dared me to eat one out of this machine, and I ate it, and I liked it, and I went back for one in the middle of the night when nobody else was around, too.
It's probably better than what you got out of the kitchen, though.
Dude, did you shit out your soul afterwards?
Yes, very much so. Yeah. And we were in a van for like 4 or 5 hours the next day, and it was not pretty.
I picked up White Castle from the store. I get the frozen ones and I just microwave them.
It's not the same, dude. That has like safety rules and shit.
How we even get on this shit in the first place, man? I don't even know.
Hey, Loco, tell him how the line was. How long we had to wait for White Castle?
Stupid too. It's stupid. I hated it, man. It's like all this shit for this. No. Not only that, they ran out of fucking lard.
Oh yeah, yeah. The whole restaurant was packed. There was a line out the door, and they had 2 people on the grill. 2.
Wow.
While they had eight people frying French fries.
Those fries are important, though, man.
Yeah, because those fries keep you from shitting yourself, probably.
Never again.
Oh.
So, is anybody ever really dead in Lucha Underground?
Shit, because both these guys died twice, right?
Y'all die a lot.
I died once. No, see, that's the misconception. The second time we didn't die. We
That's
got
right.
sent
You guys went to
somewhere.
the other. Went to the other realm. I'm gonna let people in on this one because I got a few tidbits, and no, it wasn't from the writers, but I talked to a few people, and there was legit supposed to be another realm where the sacrificed characters had all gone to, and they talked about doing some stuff with that realm and those characters on TV, and if they ever wanted to bring people back, that they absolutely could and would. We'll have to check that with DJ and Roach and see like if that was just something they were saying to wrestlers that they were killing off so y'all wouldn't revolt and kill their ass in the middle of the night, or if that shit was legit. But I heard that from several people, most of which were people who, you know, a little bit of in a parking lot, and
I might
have let it slip a little bit. But
I gotta talk to you guys about this weird behind the scenes shit since Justin's bringing it up. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I've seen things with my eyes that I wanted to talk to you guys about that we never asked you on this show before.
Ask them.
So the Rabbit Tribe, right? I saw you guys come out as fucking ninjas before the gimmick that you guys had on TV. Could you guys tell us about that a little bit?
That's a really interesting one. Cholo could say that because I originally wasn't supposed to be part of the Rabbit Tribe.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it was that. Yeah, it was originally supposed to be Argenis.
Shit!
Yeah, as Saltador and
who
what?
He was supposed to be Saltador.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Yes. I'm not gonna mention the other person, but
okay. I'll say it, but I'll okay. It's nothing bad. Someone else was offered Saltador, and that person didn't want to be Saltador. I don't know for what reasons, but I was basically their third choice.
And you killed it.
How does that feel?
You fucking killed it.
That's a good thing, though. I mean, glad you got it because that was good shit. That gimmick was over.
Yeah,
it was fun. Like that was like probably the best time, just being those gimmicks. It was probably the best. But yes, they were like scuba. I don't know what the fuck they were wearing. I remember I wasn't even there when that came out.
Were you guys there at any of the dark matches that we had as the Rabbit Tribe?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you see
That's why I was asking, because I was there for that shit.
Okay, so you saw us in the scuba gear?
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
I couldn't see out of my mask. I couldn't breathe out of my mask. I slipped because I couldn't see the ropes. I blew up because I couldn't breathe through the literally micro-sized nose holes.
Yeah, because so for those of the guys that
on the suit, fucker. Don't blame
those of you guys that didn't see it, the people that weren't there, they basically put them in black versions of the suit from Kick-Ass, but with like a little more rabbit shit on the face, a little bit, and it looked horrible to wear. Like,
so did you find
that was supposed to be on TV, but we had to reshoot with the new gimmick.
Yeah, we had that was actually going to air on TV, but due to the mishaps and not feeling comfortable, DJ came up to us after and he asked, "Hey, we're going to do a little twist on these things," and he said, "What would you feel comfortable wrestling in?" So I was like, "Man, give me a shirt and some shorts, and I'll be good." And he's like, "All right, cool." Yeah, and then they added those little details with the mohawk and the earring and stuff like that, and the dice and all that stuff. So.
Why they picked what we were wearing, or what was the reasoning?
Well, I know you know it a little bit better, but it was basically like, was
Eras.
it different decades or something like that? Different eras. Yeah.
Different eras in music. Like the checkered, mine was the psychedelic. I think it was the '60s. Cholo was more of like the punk rock era. Paul London was more of a what was he? It was
It was
more
like a mod.
Like Willy Wonka, kind of.
Yeah, like 50s.
Yeah, mod.
It was 50s mod.
Yeah, and then Cross later on was supposed to be like a combination of all the eras, which was pretty fucking cool. And of course, I mean, the checkered one for me was more of the Alice in Wonderland sort of thing, and of course everything else kind of connected, which was really pretty fun. And when I first, I don't know, I'm going on a rant now, but the first time I got into that fucking gear, the checkered suit, it was literally a morph suit from fucking Party City. So they had me. They were running the test to see how the cameras are going to look because it tripped the cameras out a lot.
Oh yeah, I bet the Moray effect where everything gets like.
Yeah, exactly. And then they made me run the ropes, and as soon as I started running the ropes, it like the suit just ripped from the sides. So they actually had to go and make this customized morph suit for me that was more, comfortable. The first one kind of had this neck that just popped out and wasn't fitting right, so they adjusted everything. But even then, I never wrestled in a whole entire suit that covered me head to toe because it was everything. It was my fingers, my toes, everything was covered. And the first time around, I was really fucking nervous because I'm like, I cannot be in this because they covered me head to toe. I mean, I only had one slit here. Everything else was just covered. I actually had them put some like rubber stuff on my hand so I won't slip on the ropes. Because if I was going to springboard up, I would slip. But it was the weirdest shit ever. I got used to it. I got the hang of it, and it was pretty cool. I mean, I sweated really bad in it, but
But so Cholo has told us that you got really nervous before matches. So how did you pee like 5 times if you were already in the costume?
Oh, you got to take that whole thing off to take the lead, right?
I would right before we would get to the gorilla position. He'd be like, "Hey fool, I gotta pee. Unzip me." Oh man.
That's what I hold before.
That's what I hold before. That's good.
Are you excited to have?
Hey, hold it.
Man, the only thing that could be worse it would be to be Steve Payne's zipper. I think that's the only worst costume situation.
Yeah, that would never.
No. Speaking of costume situation, you gotta tell him what happened with Mil Muertes.
Oh fuck.
Season 4. Gotta tell him.
They decided to change the checker suit into a stripe suit, so it was more of like stripe, looked more like zebra-ish. So I'm like, all right, let's put you in your new gear. So I used it once before. We did like a indie show down in San Diego, Oceanside, and they let us borrow it because they basically hired the Rabbit Tribe to be on the show. So they couldn't find the checkered one, so they just sent the striped one, and I used it, and everything went well. I mean, nothing happened. Everything worked fine. I could wrestle in it, whatever. And the day of the shoot, well, I think it was a dark match anyways. Everything was ready. I was ready to go. And as soon as they announced the Rabbit Tribe already in the ring, ready to go, I don't know what I do. I think I squat down, and the zipper just breaks. And shit falls down, and I'm exposed for like seconds. I'm like, shit. So I tried to zip it. I'm like, Cholo, zip me up. He couldn't because it was broke.
The whole zipper broke all the way from head to his ass crack.
I remember they edited it pretty well for TV for you, but I was sitting right in front of you. Yeah, that's pretty funny.
And I wear thongs. So.
Wait a minute. Did that make TV?
No, it was a dark match.
It was a dark match, wasn't it? It was. But I think I was the only one that was there for that.
I never used that gear on TV after that. Everything was all the vignettes. Was zipper or the zebra thing, and then the in-ring action was the checkered ones. Which
So you guys had a lot of issues with TV show wardrobe people, huh? Like they would make something that looked cool, but they didn't factor in moving around in it.
I was fine after the whole switch from the scuba gear to what I actually wore after. I felt great. I just had to get used to wearing a mask again. But other than that, it was pretty cool.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Loco.
No, I think it was just that for me, just the zipper thing. It was very embarrassing. Everything was bad. Our 7 match turned basically into a minute match. I actually sprung up the third rope and got caught chokeslamming. There we go.
Awesome. Oh man, it was.
Yeah, we got paid.
Hey, we did get paid, but you know what? That match, like if it would have went through 100%, that match was gonna be so dope. Nito Huertas is, he's amazing to be in the ring with, but like, it was just so. I could not stop laughing throughout that whole fucking match because his whole ass was just hanging out, and oh man, it was hilarious.
So, what is the difference between wrestling with a mask and without? Like, how does it change how you are in the ring? Does it give you a chance to perform differently? Does it hinder you? What's it like?
I don't know. I've been so used to wrestling in a mask. I've wrestled maybe once without a mask, and that's about it. Yeah, I train without one, but it doesn't really. I mean, I could see fine. I mean, my peripherals are fine. I could see. I could catch everything coming from my side, and I know a lot of people have problems with it, and they can't. I mean, I guess they get bothered, but I've been very comfortable just wrestling in mask for how many years now? Fucking 10. But I've never. I don't see much difference. I mean, yeah, sometimes masks are really tight, and they kind of squeeze here, and sometimes it just kind of pulls your eyes. I have long hair now, so sometimes when I wrestled or when I would wrestle, hairs would just stick out. And but other than that, I mean, everything seems fine to me. I don't see a big difference. I know Cholo Cholo would wrestle with mask sometimes, but always paid me. I always thought it was.
Yeah, Cholo, you had to go back and forth a few times. What's it like for you coming in and out of a hood?
You know what? When I first started wrestling, I actually wrestled with the mask, but it was for a very short time. I didn't like it, and pretty much the whole rest of my career, I wrestled without one until this character came about, and they were like, "Are you comfortable with it?" And I was like, "Well, let's give it a try," And I did. And I liked it. It took a little bit of getting accustomed to again, but it was cool. I feel like when I have the mask on, I can be a totally different person. Like I have a little bit more guts to do stuff that I wouldn't without a mask. So
yeah, you added a high spot.
Cool. Yeah, let's talk about that
when you're with the Rabbit Tribe. Off the top rope.
Oh yeah, the kick from hell, the drop kick from hell.
Yeah. What inspired? Like, who came up with that? Was that one of the agents? You, the writers?
It was all us. That was the beauty about this shit. They let us do anything,
whatever we wanted,
whatever we had in our mind. Basically, we're on drugs. You do whatever the fuck you want. Yeah, we'll run it through, but we had control over our fucking gimmicks. Everything was amazing. Cholo was basically kind of pushed that with Vampiro a little bit. Vampiro kind of like gave him the thumbs up because he told him about that spot, which I think was the funniest thing ever. And we kind of do it now too, but it was fucking dope.
I mean, it got over. It got over big. Like the first time, it got over immediately. That shit was dope.
I honestly didn't think people were gonna get behind it. I thought they were gonna shit on it, but I'm happy that I remember seeing. I think they cut to the camera shot. One of you guys was in the shot after. I believe it was Byron, maybe. I don't know if you were there when I did that spot, but I did it, and they cut to you, and you were like, "Holy shit!" So that kind of won it over, and that definitely helped out for sure.
They only went to Byron because they thought he was TJ Miller, but it's all right. It was all good. He gave you the sell, so it was perfect.
Now they think the Berserker's in the audience. It's fucked up. You look like the Berserker, Byron. Shave that shit.
No, I need to look as tall as I can during this pandemic. I'm in Brooklyn.
I mean,
I heard from Brandon, one of the ringside cameramen, that the director would get in his ear and tell him to keep shooting that TJ Miller looking motherfucker. So
doesn't surprise me.
You know that whole Rabbit Tribe was just so cool. Like me and Loco have a chemistry together, and we're homies. But Paul London, I've known him for over 15 years, and just getting us three together, it was like family, and like we just played off of each other, and it was just a good time, like for real. I wish we could have lasted longer together, and
yeah.
One of my favorite moments that we had as the Rabbit Tribe was when the big brawl happened.
Yes,
big brawl happened. Everyone was in the ring. They're beating themselves up, and the three of us, I'm like, why are we gonna go down there and get our asses kicked? We're the Rabbit Tribe. We really don't care about much, but find that stupid rabbit, right? So we're like, what would we do? So we're like, well, let's just stay away and just watch the show. Cholo's like, let's just sit on top of the fucking office. Like fucking brilliant. I don't know who came up with the little baby carrots, like eating popcorn to the thing.
Paul did.
Yeah, we went out there. We sat down. We're cheering him on. We're throwing shit, and you could see Morrison's face. He just broke.
Oh, he was like, see, only us and production knew what we were gonna do, and as far as walking out and sitting on Cueto's office, but none of the boys knew like what we were gonna do. So when we started chucking the carrots at them, like Morrison looked down like, what the fuck? Like I just got hit with a carrot.
Yeah, that was fucking fun.
And those baby carrots hurt, man. Those fucking stiff.
It makes total sense for us not to go down there. I mean, why would we go down there and everyone's getting their asses kicked? We don't want to do that. We're peace, bro. We're peace. We just sat there, enjoy the show, and it went pretty fucking over with production. So
me and Byron did take some carrot shots during that. We told because we were right under.
We were ringside. We were like, one of my favorite. You guys were my favorite moment of that whole brawl. I was dying. But also, Pentagon super kicked Puma right in front of us. He held my hand while he did it, which was very special.
Such a tender moment.
Yeah, better than giving one of us nunchucks, that's for sure.
Yeah, but that was just wild because it was just this insane brawl, and it's a wrestling, trope, but like it never happened on Lucha Underground. So we're there live, just like, what is going on? And all of a sudden, like you guys are just throwing the carrots, and it's just beyond silly. I was about to bring that up because I'm glad you told the story. That was so much fun, and you guys had so much fun. You guys had you had what is it? What we do the arms? We'd go around someone.
Oh yeah, our ritual.
Your ritual?
Oh, yeah.
Where did you come up with all of that stuff?
Paul had a very interesting mind when it came to stuff like that. But we would just get together and just kind of blurt stuff out, and we would kind of like, well, maybe, or oh, you know what, that sounds good. And we were just throwing ideas. We would just bounce ideas off of each other, either me to Loco or Loco to me, or us to Paul, or whatever it was. And then if we felt it was weird enough and not normal, then we went with it.
I am gonna take credit for Paul.
Oh, of course,
The whole Gone in 60 Second Nicolas Cage thing where he's like in the ring and just do the shake and then guide us in. That was me. And I'm like, bro, that is just fucking great. Just do that, and that was fucking cool. I think he's great for that.
That's awesome.
Though, I think one of our best moments, though, for sure, was that run-in that we did when Paul wrestled Luchasaurus. And instead of doing like a regular run-in, we ended up crisscrossing each other and just jumped in the ring and then jumped right back out. And literally people, we heard people like just kind of yell out like, what the fuck? Like, what was that? But it was dope. Like it was just you're not your average run-in. So
I thought I saw Paul London die in that match on a dive.
Oh man,
yeah.
I didn't. Yeah, that trust fall dive.
Paul, I was talking to Paul about that, and it was fucking horrible because I saw we were talking about the dive that happened in one of the NXT tapings where the guy just dives over, just boom.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, bro, I remember fucking Paul. Oh no, it was Shotzi.
Oh yeah, Shotzi doing
the trust fall.
And I'm like, oh, Paul, and like, yeah, Paul did, like, he jumped up really high, and it was like clink, like, oh, good thing it was.
And we didn't realize what had happened because we did that run and we crisscrossed and then went underneath the ring, and we were just waiting to hold the Luchasaurus's leg, but we didn't know. We just heard like this big old like pound hit the ground, and we didn't know what had happened, but we saw it later
on the other side of the ring. So the ring was in the way, so we just saw him fall, but we didn't see him hit. We're like, oh fuck, dude. Yeah.
Felt so bad for him.
Yeah. That was not good. Still not as bad as Jack taking the superplex and no one catching him though. That one, the superplex to the outside. And he just ran
Jack
around on his knees a little bit and then came back out because he's made of fucking rubber.
Jack literally has 9 lives.
Yeah.
And he's only used one.
Yeah.
No. You remember when what's his name? Jeff Cobb broke the wrong glass.
Oh, it was.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cut the wrong one. I was like, shit. That was scary.
That shit was so weird. I had people texting me, "What the fuck happened at the tapings?" I'm like, "What did you hear?"
I think that he wasn't supposed to punch it at all, right? Because it wasn't gimmick.
Because it was the real window of the. Yeah. Eric told us that he punched the real window that had the rebar shit in it, the like metal.
Yeah, the cross hatching in the glass,
and that's
reinforced glass, not even just a regular window, like reinforced, non-gimmicked fucking glass. He put his hand through.
Not good.
See, Jeff had. I had asked Jeff what happened right after, and he said that he had went up there and touched the window, and he said, "Oh, I don't have a problem. I could put my hand through that, like no problem." But the way it broke, he didn't know how the window was gonna break. So when he pulled his arm back, it had that slight that chip there, and when he pulled out, that's what got the cut.
Oh man, that's why they put that shit in there. So if you try to break in, you get all fucked up. Oh man,
man, it's a TV show, man. You ain't got to go that far.
That was an interesting week because I think that might have been the same set of tapings where Phoenix's nose just.
That was.
Oh yeah, when what?
Well, it was a faucet thing. I think he had a little faucet handle on the back of his head, and then I don't know. There was
either that or it was when Angelico fucking grossly destroyed his elbow in front of us or something. It was like the same weekend, and we're just like, "Fuck, man."
He just came back.
Dude, it was like that glow chick, man.
He had to take a pin with his arm bent.
I mean, in poor Angelico, he was there with like a documentary crew and stuff, documenting like his comeback and all sorts of shit. And then it was like all over again, bro.
He was so happy that day. And then he goes out there and that thing happens to his arm. And then he still gets hit by a 450 from PJ, like right after. And I was like, oh, fuck. That sucks.
Was that the same match where Jack got his jaw broken too? Where he took
I don't recall, but I don't really remember if that had already happened to Jack or if it was after that.
That was fucked up too, man. See, we're remembering all the crazy stuff. We have not asked Mariachi Loco what it is like to wrestle as a purple skeleton.
Yeah, I wanted to ask about the debut of that. You came out from under the ring.
It really fucking sucked.
Yeah,
because he told me do not do any lucha moves. Be a dead guy, and me being, thinner and smaller than some of the guys. I mean, I wasn't that much, smaller than Puma. Yeah, he's very muscular, but we were about the same size. But I wasn't supposed to do lucha moves, and that was kind of like, eh. But I mean, I try to play it as best as possible. I played a dead guy. We try to work as much as I get to work. And I literally went from being this charismatic, crazy mariachi dancing fool to a dead, non-spirited dead dude. I don't know. It just day and night. It wasn't me, and I didn't feel. I mean, I played it as best as possible, and it was okay. But then once he kind of died, I was like, all right, well, at least he's dead now. But I mean, it was different. It was different, and again, like I said, I think I played it as best as I can, and they were happy with it. And unfortunately, it didn't last long, But fortunately, I was able to play the next character, which was almost identical to Mariachi, just a little. Tweak to it, but basically the same shit. Just I didn't.
And it was probably a mind fuck when they killed the other two, and decided we're gonna keep you a skeleton.
Yeah.
Even longer than these guys. And you know why that happened is because DJ and Chris Roach are fucking He-Man marks, and you were Skeletor colors.
Yeah.
That's why that shit happened.
Yeah.
I know this.
Now, when that character died, did you know that you were going to still be around? I mean, because unlike other wrestling shows, this is a show with a storyline where they can actually kill your ass off. That's got to be kind of scary as a wrestler, like coming in and seeing the breakdown one day, like, oh, today I shoot a vignette where I die.
Yeah, I saw the script and I saw it as like, shit. I knew they were going to use Mariachi Loco anymore. Yes, they did tell me that, come in, we'll still do like dark matches with Mariachi, but I had no idea. I literally had no idea what was going to go next. They assured me they had something for me, but nothing yet. Chris is really good. Chris Joseph is pretty good, and he assured me that they had something coming for me. Just stay patient, but still, you're fucking eager to work, and you're just wondering what's going to happen, and you see some of the guys that have been killed off, and things didn't kind of work out for some of them. So I was just waiting. I mean, all I had to do was just wait, and things happen.
That's a flip side to, as fans, we loved the Lucha Underground had consequences to its actions. So wrestlers, characters on the show did die and not come back. But on the flip side, it sucks when you have, I mean, we saw this a little bit where you have a guy like Luchasaurus who busts his ass, comes in green as hell, and gets his shit right and does really, really well, and then he gets his head cut off.
Or you get, yeah.
Right when he starts learning flip bumps and shit with Johnny, he's doing all these crazy shit, and it's like, oh, by the way, today you get beheaded. Thanks for learning all that.
Or you get B-boy and you get killed, your brain's beaten in by a monster, but then you get this cool pirate gimmick that no one gets to fucking see because they only put it on dark matches.
But it's just,
I like pirates.
You're still mad about that. You're still mad about that damn pirate gimmick, Casey?
Some dude probably had the copyright on it.
Eye patches for everyone in the audience to wear with my own money.
That's interesting to see your guys' side of the whole equation with wrestlers' characters getting eliminated, because I mean, it is kind of empty promise until it happens that they'll have another character for you. That's got to suck.
All right, but I got to ask this question. Go ahead.
Mr. Cisco got done dirty.
I didn't know until right before we shot the vignette.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Show up to work and they're like, "Oh, by the way,
we're gonna beat your head in with a telephone."
Does that shit make you mad though?
Basically, when I got to the vignette, they're like, "Hey, we need to talk to you for a few minutes," and I was like, "Oh shit." And you know what? We had the talk and about what was going to happen, and the first thing I said was, "What did I do something wrong?" Or like that's what went through my mind. But you get freaked out because you're doing okay, or at least you think you're doing okay, and they got you in the storylines with the top guys in the company, and then all of a sudden you're gonna get killed, and it's like, oh man. But you know, I didn't want to hold back, and I asked them like, well, do you? They had told me, they go, no, you didn't do anything wrong. We have another character, and we think that you would fit great for it. Would you mind taking a look at it and trying it out? And that was when they brought up the whole mala suerte thing to me, and I was like, cool, you know, let's give it a try. So.
Well, that's dope.
You know?
At least that they had something else to at least dangle or offer, even if it didn't come through. That's cool.
At least it wasn't nightfall.
You're on like an hour-long drama or something. Your character's dead. You're just dead for the most part, unless it's sci-fi. That's it when it comes to an end.
The director or whoever's in charge of the show is supposed to take you out to dinner and tell you the bad news.
Yeah, isn't that the Game of Thrones strategy like they used to do?
Yeah.
With people? Yeah.
Okay, so
but then you know if the director's taking you out to dinner, you're fucked. Like it becomes a sign, you know.
But then the director's happy because then he doesn't have to take people out on a regular basis. All right, so I got to ask the shoot question. A lot of fans have talked about it. We haven't talked too much about it with any talent from the actual show. But how did you feel when it got towards the end of season 4 in the storyline, and a lot of white characters had now become Aztec gods, and a lot of our favorite Latino and luchador characters were disappeared? And a lot of fans, I don't know that it was intentional, but a lot of fans were very upset towards the end of season 4 that it was getting very not lucha libre oriented and basing itself around a lot of really big white dudes, to be frank. How did you guys feel about it?
I actually kind of voiced my opinion a little bit, and you know, I just all I heard was, you know, don't worry, everything happens for a reason. And you know, that was pretty much what at least I was told. They were like, don't worry, everything happens for a reason.
Kill the show.
We got it all taken care of. So you know, so yeah, they that's what they get paid to do. They're the minds behind the whole show. So I guess they knew what they were talking about. But yeah, I definitely felt that it did kind of lose a little bit of steam for sure.
I gotta tell you, Cholo, we never stop giving them shit for that, and we do it to their faces when they're on the show. So.
Yeah, I got nuts about it.
And that's kind of why I wanted to ask. Now, I think I have a little more faith, especially coming from Roach, who I know just never thinks that way. He's so far left, he's back to the right again. I mean, he's like, you know, I don't think that he had anything intentional in doing it at all. And maybe it was just kind of oversight. And I think that really they just were using the guys that they had available to them. But at the same time, it's unfortunate to me where Lucha Underground kind of stopped, because I think they did have remedies for that and they needed more time and money storyline wise, aside from all the business shit. Like, I really believe that DJ and Roach had a plan and had come up with some good stuff and wanted to bring people back from this other realm, and that they wanted to play out, you know, that they did kind of want those guys in there because they wanted them to be heels. They didn't want people to like them necessarily. They wanted Swagger to look a certain way and Bennett to come in and piss people off. You know, that's just kind of their nature, to piss people off. And then that those guys would get their comeuppance eventually. But sadly, we're never going to see that. And Jake Hagar is your last Lucha Underground champion.
And Pentagon got attacked by a goddamn Australian wearing his gimmick.
Oh. And I like that.
That's Bestia's gimmick.
That was Bestia's gimmick.
Yeah. Well, Bestia would have been
motherfucker. No.
We were excited for that.
Meef is getting.
I was pissed.
Australian suicide.
You brought the white dudes. You brought the fucking white dudes. I fucking hate this bit.
Can you do me a favor? Can you say motherfucker again one more time?
Motherfucker.
Ask him to say more words. Ask him to say more words.
Oh god!
Oh man, that's awesome.
You got to talk to this guy about all the weird shit he was telling us about McDonald's and what they call shit over there. It was more fucked up than Pulp Fiction.
What do they call chicken nuggets?
They call them chicken McNuggets. I lied.
See?
Oh man!
He told us they were called chicken McChunks.
You bit on all of it, Byron.
Crumpets over there, and
Byron, hold on. Byron, look on your shoulder right here. Look over here for a second. Right here. Yeah, right there. Just look. Yeah, you see it? Do you see a little X right on there? You fucking Mark. It's over there. You're so stupid. God damn, you fall for everything, bro.
Oh, so we were so mad when he said it was called a fucking egg McCrumpet, dude. Because okay, England, this is real. This is real. They call them the Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles because they can't call them fucking ninjas because England's fucked up.
I heard that. I've heard that before. Actually, I think
anything.
Yeah, I think. Have you ever seen Netflix show? What's it called? The Toys That Made Us.
Yeah.
They mentioned it there, and I was like, "What the hell?" Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Man, I used to know this kid from Denmark that lived in my neighborhood, and he had a Hero Turtles poster. We used to make fun of him for having bootleg shit, and it turns out it was fucking real this whole time.
I would think it's normal because that's the shit we have in swap meets and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have like a Power Rangers that you would have. You would have like a Ninja Turtle with a Powerpuff Girl with a Power Ranger in it too, and they'll call it the Mighty Power Ranger Turtles or some shit like that.
They'll have those fucking lights in their chests. Yeah.
The best one I saw a package of it that said Power Riders. That was.
Dude, I guarantee you know her. Right now, I could go to the dollar store at my house and probably get a fake Power Ranger that has a mystical mask on.
Hey, Meefloaf,
have you guys wrestled a Ninja Turtle? I know there's like 15 Ninja Turtle teams.
We were in a show that had them.
Oh hell yeah, dude!
I actually
Del Rio.
No. I guess you could say I actually wrestled one of them, just not in the gimmick, in Ninja Turtles gimmick, but I actually wrestled one of them who was Skyday. He was the White Ranger. So.
Hey, Meefloaf, you got to do these guys a favor. Can you say some vaginal euphemisms in your British accent for them?
Twat. Cunt is the other one.
Did you guys know that in England they don't call it a fanny pack because fanny means vagina? They call it a bum bag.
Bum bag.
Yeah, and it makes no sense.
Really?
It makes no sense. I spent my entire life going, why the fuck do we call it bum bag when you wear it on the front?
But we call it a fanny pack because we call fannies the ass, so we were doing the same thing.
We were doing it back. We're all doing it backwards, basically. All right, so
people will steal your shit out of your back.
Here's my last question for the guys. I want to know if there is a Lucha Underground season 5. Would you do it? Would you want to do it? What would happen?
I'm there.
That's one.
I mean, of course. I mean, there's nothing right now. Of course, I'll do it. But I would really want to go back to doing Saltador. I wouldn't mind doing that gimmick. There's endless stuff to do with that. So if somehow we could do it, I mean, I would love to be adventurous in this other realm where the Rabbit Tribe is lost, looking, for a way out, and we come across other wrestlers and we're facing them.
Vinny's Pizza Guy, because he's one of my favorite wrestlers, and all they did was have him deliver pizzas.
Yeah. I mean, we can. I mean, even if we have just vignettes of us trying to find our way back to the temple. I mean, we already tried to find a rabbit hole. Now we try to find ourselves back into the temple to see what happened. I mean, that would be an interesting story itself. Just having vignettes of us, lost in this other realm. Maybe we could just pop out in a different world where it's not the WWE, but maybe the EWW, and it's shit like that. Just finding ourselves in.
Cholo needs to play Little Cuerno.
Hey, you know what? I want to ask you guys this question because I think this is probably one of Lucha Underground's biggest downfalls. You, as big fans of the show, wouldn't you have liked, especially from season 1 all the way to season 4, in that downtime, wouldn't you guys have liked to see Lucha Underground on the road?
Yes.
Absolutely.
And I don't even think it would have to have been full TV gimmicks, but I think that, it should have gone on the road. I even talked to Evie Dub about this at one point, and he had some great ideas about how to do it and to do like 1,000 to 2,000 seat places and like do a whole weekend in one city. So it wasn't traveling every day, but to make the boys some money. And it sounded like, yeah, that would be perfect, you know, and I think part of the problem was you can't take the whole TV staff with you, but you can take a couple bookers and agents. You take some big names on the road. You bring in some locals, and you have people doing their Lucha Underground gimmicks, even though it's not necessarily the storylines. That shit would have been dope, and it would have killed on the road. Because it would have been like ECW.
We got a dude here right above me that was ready to fly out from fucking England for the show. We have a friend that came all the way from Japan to watch the shows, and it's like people were flying in from everywhere. I had people hitting me up from fucking Maine. Hey, dude, can you get me tickets? Can you let me know when they're going up? And I'm like, yeah. And then the show's dead, so I couldn't do it anymore.
I mean, the biggest strengths and downsides were the same thing, was that because it was TV, you had seasons and you had these weird breaks and shit like El Rey throwing in that hiatus out of nowhere that pissed everybody off. And, you know, Puma was bitching about it the other day on a podcast. And, you know, that was the downside, but the upside of that is you get guys like Skip Chasen doing the backstage vignettes, and you get this cinematic look that nobody has touched, not even WWE has touched. And you got these other production elements that come along with a Robert Rodriguez TV show. And that was kind of the dope side, but is it worth your wallet suffering to have that dopeness? Not really. You know, so us as fans, it pissed us off.
You know, I think it could have worked out many different ways, but like they just didn't have any faith in it. And I know I could say like DJ had faith, EV Dub, and a couple other close guys that were in the company. I know they had faith in it because they've been around the wrestling business, right. But the TV people didn't, you know. And I think that sucked because they didn't even give us a chance. With them doing that whole show over there, that South by Southwest,
they did give us a chance when we were going to Texas, to Arizona.
Yeah, and then then those worked out fine. But like the show that they did, the South by Southwest in Austin, Texas, like I heard that they were worried that they weren't going to sell that show out. And come on,
the block for that
come
thing,
on, man. Like they that's how much faith they had in the guys and the product. It's like, dude, you could have sold tickets for whatever amount of money it was gonna sell out.
Well,
it was the hottest thing at the time.
I was pissed about that too, because I also heard some of the brass saying that they thought the only reason it ended up being a success was because of Mysterio. And I think that's bullshit too. I think that Ray could have not been there and it would have been just as big. And now I'm glad Ray was there, and I think that them setting up his whole thing with Johnny that far in advance and really having that foresight was actually really smart and teasing the season, and that kind of definitely helped Lucha Underground. But at the same time, I think that they discounted the grassroots and the underground hype that was on Lucha Underground. Like it was like PWG or something else. It had the credibility. It was like a whole promotion that was the Young Bucks. It had the word of mouth going. Nobody was hating on it behind the scenes.
We could
didn't understand
even after that first season, we could have taken what we did in that first season and milked it up until we were able to film season 2, or what we did in season 2, we could have milked that into season 3, or we could have made other storylines, but they just didn't have faith in that, and I think that sucked. I think that was a major no on their part, because honestly they could have had some revenue coming in. The merchandise deals, like they had merchandise just for certain guys, and I heard people they wanted Rabbit Tribe t-shirt, they wanted Rabbit Tribe merchandise, they wanted this, they wanted that, and I'm not just saying that just for us, but there was a lot of guys on the show as well that could have had some merchandise as well, and they never got the opportunity. And they would even come to us and ask us, hey, do you guys have any ideas for merchandise and this and that? And we would shoot ideas, and then they never
I mean,
do you want to know who took it seriously? Do you want to know
who? They were trying to pitch condoms that said do it like the rabbit or something like that.
That's dope.
They had fucking ideas for condoms for the Rabbit Tribe.
I gave them an idea. I gave him an idea for free. I told him to do Pentagon condoms, but have to be an empty box because Cero Miedo, and they didn't even do that. They didn't even do that.
Meef, what were you going to say?
Who took it seriously was Germany. So I met the Lucha Underground guys who produced it out in Germany, who put it on TV. He used to do WCW, does AEW now, Mike Ritter. They had a merchandise line because they actually got a deal with Lucha Underground's parent companies. And they had like all the jackets and stuff imprinted over here for cheaper. But they were even designing their own T-shirts. They had their own designs knocked out. And they we had Blu-ray. We've got Blu-rays before Lucha Underground released them. We have season 1 Blu-rays,
and we don't even have
all real nice packaging, proper professional packaging, everything. You guys would have made so much money coming to Europe after season 1, doing shows in Germany and England. It would have been unreal. They could have done a mini tour. It wouldn't have had to have everybody because obviously cost of getting everybody in. But with it being in-house, it would have been cost-wise, and all you had to do was go to some local companies and go, can we put on a Lucha Underground show using your ring?
So here's the reality.
I could do that.
Here's the reality. Lucha Underground was not a property controlled by any one house that stood to gain all the money. The problem was they're sharing the wealth amongst all these different people, the LLC, the TV network, the TV producers, which was MGM, and they couldn't find a way that it made sense to all of them. I know that Fogelman was probably a huge hindrance to the tour going out there because he wasn't the one that was necessarily going to gain anything financially from it, and at the same time was going to have to spend money because somebody was going to have to spend the startup money to build rings, to build trucks, to take it on the road, to get all the airfare and the talent booked and pay booking fees and work out new contracts. So don't get me wrong, as a TV producer, I do understand what the difficulties were, but at the same time, they were difficulties that should have happened in the first place. I also know that Dorian had his concerns with talent getting out on the road and being able to have a full-time ride in the States and losing those guys off of AAA at the time, especially right around season 2 when he was already getting a lot of shit from those guys because they're coming up here, having better experiences, better working conditions, working with better talent. Those dudes were looking at the writing on the wall, and I know that had Dorian fucking scared as shit.
And they left his ass anyway.
Well, exactly, and they did because they didn't have the foresight to make this shit work, to get everybody out on the road and to make that a priority. And I know that they had their difficulties figuring that shit out, but I think all 6 of us here realize they really should have done that. They would still be going right now. They would be making the money if they had gotten the merch together. That would have done wonders for the bottom line. It would have paid off a lot of the investors earlier in the LLC. The TV's ratings would have gone up because it's built-in advertising. But El Rey's just looking at, we got to spend this per budget episode. We're going to give Lucha Underground, $300,000-$400,000 an episode, and they just couldn't get out of that mindset of, no, build a bigger product, build like the WWE did, where they're looking at t-shirt revenues, live gates, promotional opportunities, cross promotion, the whole shit. There's something about it. There was just a disconnect with Lucha Underground that still to this day pisses me off because to me is man, I wish they would all sell me their rights to Lucha Underground for $1 a piece, and then I would still give them all their profit, but let me run that shit so you don't have 15 fucking bosses chirping at each other about, I'm not going to make money on this part. I'm not going to make money on this part. Yeah, but you guys all have a great product that you all love. You have a bunch of talent and workers that love doing it. Let's just make it happen so everybody can do it and enjoy it. That's it.
And it sucks because history repeated itself because the same shit happened with Wrestle Society X too.
Yeah.
Except their network fucked them even harder. And it's God damn, man.
I wanted to ask you guys. I was trying to ask earlier about your impression of Lucha Underground when you were presented with it. We heard in the I was going to say Puma interview, the Ricochet interview, he thought, this sounds cool, but he was concerned it was going to be another, Russ X. Did you get those types of vibes that this might be, something cool but doesn't off like a weird TV gimmick?
Yeah, I think that was the word out too. You got so many promoters, local promoters, just telling us, that's just gonna fold right before it starts. It's gonna be just like Wrestling Society X, and yeah, it did have that vibe. Just because it is in a warehouse, it is like a small little TV show. But once you were in there and you saw everything that was happening, I mean, I wasn't in Wrestling Society X, so I really don't know how the production side was. I'm sure Cholo could kind of, let you know a little bit more. But once you're in there, it did not feel that way. But beforehand, you just you had that vibe. It was like, I mean, yeah, I'll do the contract, but how long is it gonna last? Luckily, it lasted this long. And, but yeah, man, we had local promoters just talking shit, just shooting it down. Don't do it. They're gonna fuck you over. You're gonna be in there for so long. You're not gonna be able to work anywhere. But yeah, that was one of the main things that was was brought up a lot. The comparison between Wrestling Society X and Lucha Underground, because it didn't have. I don't think it had Lucha Underground first. It had a different name to it, just to kind of protect it. But it kind of had a ring to it too. But again, once you're in there, you knew it was going to be something different.
There was a buzz, at least that I had heard before getting offered the contract. There was a buzz going around here in SoCal talking about the whole show. And like, oh, is it gonna be like Wrestling Society X? It probably is. These people don't know how to run a show. So you had the promoters talking shit. Like, look what they did to you on WSX. The same thing's gonna happen to you there. Like, as far as it being similar, there was a little bit of similarities. Production was there, but this production, Lucha Underground's production, was on a whole different level when it came to vignettes for sure.
Didn't they use a fake audience? What do you call them?
Extras.
They used extras for Wrestling Society X.
Yeah.
Paid extras.
I remember getting a flyer to go to the tapings, and so like if you were a fan, you didn't get paid, but if you pretended you weren't, you got paid. And I think some people figured that out and just pretended like they were fans.
WoW even did that last year.
Yeah,
WoW would have audiences that part of the audience was paid, part of the audience bought tickets, and another part of the audience was bussed in from Universal just to fill out the crowd.
Because I was watching WSX and someone was doing the HAGE chants for Genki Horiguchi, and there's no way an extra would have known that shit. I'm like, okay, that's one of my people right there.
Yeah, those about 95% of those were paid fans. Then you had the occasional the extras, like the Young Bucks were extras on the show. Dustin Cutler was an extra. Willie Mack was an extra on that show.
Okay,
you know what?
Cholo, you brought him up. I have to ask you.
Oh shit!
What the fuck happened to the other Cutler brother?
Oh, he owns his own business now. He owns a couple gyms now in the Hesperia Victorville area.
Dude, that's awesome because that was their gimmick the whole time anyway.
Yeah,
they were like, yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's good to hear. I was freaked out, like just seeing one Cutler brother. I'm like, okay, where is Dustin Cutler?
Yeah, he's doing all right for himself right now. I know he's moved on from the wrestling business, but he's doing okay for himself.
That's cool.
But the whole vibe then finally getting to Lucha Underground, like just walking in the temple the very first day, it was just like, whoa, shit. And then getting to the first vignettes, like that was even more crazy because I wasn't used to seeing like 6 or 7 different cameras in my face. We had monitors here, we had makeup people here, we had catering there, we had all that shit. Like we were taking care. Honestly, Lucha Underground, it was like definitely one of the best experiences of my life and my career. I don't care what anybody says. I didn't give a fuck about any of the local promoters talking shit that, if I signed this contract, I was going to be tied down for however many years. At the time, I didn't have anybody knocking on my door. I had nothing to lose. So why not? Why not sign? And this whole experience, I thank everybody there for them giving me the opportunity, because people like Meefloaf, like Meefloaf, sorry, I pronounced your name wrong. But like, it's like who the fuck would ever think that somebody that lives in the UK would watch my matches, or in Japan, or all over the world? Like, it's fucking like mind blowing to me. But it's pretty dope. It's been a pretty dope experience, and like Loco says, it's dead, but until I get released from my contract, I still say Lucha Underground is still alive for sure.
Hey, you never know. Well, I think there's ways it can happen. We've got a plan. We'll execute, and then if it fails, it fails. We're right all back where we started, right?
We're getting that buzz from the ground level for it to come back again. We're making it our mission on this podcast to get this fucking thing happening again.
I do appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys for doing this. Seriously, we love you, dudes. The Rabbit Tribe, some of the best shit ever. I mean, just entertained us from the very first moment. Not that you guys weren't entertaining us before that, but something about that Rabbit Tribe shit, man, just did it. And seeing Cross up there now on his way to maybe the fucking NXT championship, who knows? And maybe he needs a little squad. Maybe he needs some backup. You never know. That dude seems to be on a fucking rocket ship.
I'm calling it now. After that promo that they just aired this past week with Scarlett and Adam Cole, he is going to be the next NXT champion. I'm calling it right now.
How crazy is that? He's worked one fucking program on TV for them, and he's already in a title program. How fucking crazy is that?
He's a star. He's been a natural star from even when they brought up the whole White Rabbit with him, like. When we filmed that one vignette, when we finally went down the rabbit hole, like you could just tell that he was gonna be something, and I am so happy for him. Whether it didn't turn out here in Lucha Underground, and I'm so happy for him where he's at right now. We stay in contact almost every day. We're always sending memes to each other all the time, and always just talking.
I love it when you guys reunite at a show.
And,
yeah. The last time, we had this whole program with the bumps and bruises down over here in California. We were teasing our third opponent. We're teasing the third opponent. Everyone thought it was Paul London, and we shot a little video where we ran up to Paul London and asked him, "Yo, are you the third person?" And of course, like, nope. So that kind of killed everything. So everyone was like, "What the fuck?" There was maybe a small percentage that knew that we were going to choose Cross, and once he came out, it was just like the greatest thing, bro. He was great. He didn't have to do much. I took much of the bumps, assholes. But it was great, and it's always good, like talking to him. He's a humble dude. He's very polite. He's a scary motherfucker when you're in the ring with him. And those reunions are always awesome. We did that same thing with Maverick, where it was actually each one had a separate match, and towards the end, we all went in the ring. Basically, the Rabbit Tribe. It was Paul London, Cross, Cholo, and myself, and we had a nice little ovation, which is always good. It was cool that we have those followers still that kind of know us of who we were, and I think again that kind of stands out a lot. That the Rabbit Tribe was probably one of the biggest thing in Lucha Underground. Unfortunately, it ended a lot sooner than we thought it was going to end, but it was good while it lasted, and then hopefully we could still do something in the future.
Wait, you guys all got together in the ring and left Torito out? That's fucked up.
He's still locked up in the cage.
He's over there laughing in his cage somewhere.
That's so fucked up. It was great though, but it was like, damn, y'all gonna do him like that? All right. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining us this week. We really appreciate it. I think that the fans, there's a lot of nostalgia going around about Lucha Underground now, and I'm glad to see that. I'm glad that people are watching this show too, and listening to guys like yourself and Skip and EBW who came on the show, and a bunch of other people that we hopefully have lined up too, to actually hear some of these stories. I mean, I think Lucha Underground is going to be looked back on very, very fondly for a long time for its impact on the business, for the great characters that were created, for the stars that were exposed to people, for the chances that other stars got to come back, like Johnny, John Morrison and Chavo and a couple of those guys that have been around and got another shot to really shine. And it's just, I I think there's going to be a soft spot in more people's hearts for Lucha Underground and what it really meant as time goes on. So
no matter what anybody says, though, Lucha Underground made an impact in the wrestling world. Doesn't matter. They could say whatever they want to say, but if it wasn't for Lucha Underground, there wouldn't have been a Final Deletion, there wouldn't have been a Boneyard match, and there wouldn't be a Funhouse match. Period.
Agreed. 100%. Byron?
Yes.
Byron.
10 more questions.
What? No, stop that. We had these dudes for an hour and a half already. All right, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Can you plug your shit real quick before we say goodbye?
Yeah, let me plug mine because Loco's going to hog all the time like he always does.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can check out my website, littlecholo.com, or you can find me on LilCholo01 on Instagram or Junior Cholo on Facebook. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/LittleCholo1503.
Yo, are we gonna be doing Lucha Homie videos soon? Cause I got all these ideas.
Hey,
we're
gonna
your Lucha Homie videos. Did you pick that up from did you steal filmmaking techniques from Lucha Underground?
No.
Did you borrow?
I don't know what.
Borrowed.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Were you guys?
Loco's like, I did.
Oh shit! Hey Cholo, just because I mentioned it and you mentioned it, remember that video we shot where we were just talking shit, and you went to go in my car and grab one of my new shirts, and when you open it, fucking Salvador runs out the fucking trunk and then just fucking storms out.
Yeah,
that was fucking cool. I actually bought a morph suit because they won't let me borrow it or have it, so I bought a morph suit and I thought it was like this would be a fucking great idea. So that was cool. Anyways, you could go to El Mariachi _Loco on Instagram. Find me there. I'm usually always there. You could also do Facebook, which is under El Mariachi Loco. You'll catch me there once in a while. I also do Twitter. I'm still new in Twitter, even though I had the account for like 6 years already. But I'll use it and just check out the stuff I'm bringing out too. There's a lot of ideas that I'm coming out in shirts, and hopefully soon we'll get bookings because I know we're in talks with Lucha Libre Voz. So we might be doing some shows over in El Paso?
El Paso, yeah.
So
yeah, he's a good guy as well over there.
And since gyms are opening up soon, I'm gonna make sure that I work this out because it got to go. And remember, I don't have any more gear. This is the only mask that I found that I was be able to kind of fit. So I'm coming up with new gear that's gonna fit me really well. I got this whole idea coming. I could probably say it now. I'm working on getting gear done that will match a lot of musical artists. For example, Freddie Mercury, Elvis, Selena, Prince. So you're gonna see a lot of really weird shit coming from me.
I like it.
Selena, yeah, nice. I think so. That is a little weird. We're gonna get you and AR Fox Twitter lessons.
I'm really looking forward to having the Prince yellow mesh outfit with the ass hanging out.
I'm glad that makes one of us.
It would be like the time that zipper broke.
Oh man, I am not gonna help you put your gear on for sure.
Yeah, those days are over.
Hey, be on the lookout for our sitcom coming pretty soon, the Lucha Homie sitcom.
All right, you got it. You heard it here from the fellas. Thank you so much again for joining us.
Lucha-Masks.com by Pro Wrestling Revolution, bringing you in partnership with Masked Republic, the Lucha Brothers, as well as Japanese legend Ultimo Dragon. Go to Lucha-Masks.com and fight Lucha Strong with masks from your favorite Lucha legends and Pro Wrestling Revolution luchadores. Stay safe in style and represent your favorite luchador. Get yours now at Lucha-Masks.com, powered by Pro Wrestling Revolution.
Whoa, that was some crazy stuff from those guys. Lil Cholo and who's that other guy? Oh, El Mariachi. I'm just trying to get you to say it again.
Mariachi Loco.
Salvador.
Come on, say it for me one more time, Byron. El Mariachi Loco.
El Mariachi Loco.
I like my El Mariachi Loco.
You know, this whole time he was blaming his low grades in Spanish on us talking wrestling, and now we know the real story.
Isn't it cool that... wait, maybe those guys, do they have anything at lucha-masks.com from that ad we just heard? Does El Mariachi Loco have something in there?
Yeah.
I don't know. I have to go and look.
They do have some amazing T-shirts available for sale.
Everybody who's listening at home, go and check the lucha-masks.com website for me and see what's on there. See if Mariachi Loco has anything on there.
If you want to really improve your life, come to my new site, lucha-shavers.com. You see, because you can shave your balls from 3 different companies, but do they have a shaver shaped like the mask of your favorite luchador? Do they have the official Ultimo Panda ball shaver? Neither do we.
No.
Right.
No. That panda might need it. Anyway, I love the end of that with him.
Don't go to Lucha Shavers. It might be something really fucked up. Don't go to it.
Yeah, you never know.
Don't go to
I'm very happy that they talked about this homie. This guy, I have so many different weird old Killer Cross shirts because the guy has just skyrocketed to the top. It's good to hear that they're still keeping in touch with him. I'd love to get him back on the show. I don't know if his new contract lets him do stuff like that and whatnot, but I'll ask. Here I am. I'm sitting around like, oh, I don't want to bother Cross right now. He's just getting his feet wet. He's got to learn the ropes so he can earn, like a title shot or something and getting like a big program. What the fuck? He's already there, dude. He has worked 1 program. He did 2 squash matches and it was on a pay-per-view. And then he's in a title picture. He has got to be seriously impressing those guys over there. And from what I understand, the merch is moving and he's got favor with the everyone in back. So dude, congrats Cross, and holy shit. Like there's a difference between I'm not trying to lay claim to the dude. Like we caught on to him pretty early, but there was already people who had caught on to him by then because you see the guy and you're like, oh, that dude's a wrestling star. Yeah. People back then would look at him and be like, are you in the WWE? Like, he already looked the part. He already acted the part. He was the nicest guy. He did the work. He paid deference to everybody in the back, paid his dues, never fucked with anybody. Like, he just did the stuff right. He took some bumps. Don't get me wrong. And I'll let him speak for himself on the lumps and bumps and bruises he took along the way because he had a couple of
you guys remember
tough moments.
The footprint kill shot gave him?
Oh yeah, we got to talk to Swerve about that.
They're on the same show now, and I don't envy Swerve at this point.
I actually have some real inside information. I heard that not only is Cross winning the title, when he wins the title, they're going to have him pull off his face and change his name to Scully McBoneface.
I love it.
So that's what happens when you win titles in NXT, apparently.
I mean, I gotta say, anybody else in any other program, I would say that there's no way in their second program in WWE that they beat Adam Cole right now. And I would also say that if Cross was a super baby face, the money would be in the chase and to definitely not let him win. But I just feel like they're thinking, okay, let's try this guy out now so we can figure out if we want to bump him up, leave him down here. What are we going to do with him? I think they could just to feel him out during this kind of downturn in the business anyway and see what a new guy can do.
I think they want to see if
there's a contract thing with Cole as well.
Ooh, you know what's going to happen?
His contract is up in August, September.
Yeah, but sometimes they leak stuff like that just to make you think they're going to take the belt off of somebody when they're not.
Honestly, guys,
I don't know.
This is all a ploy to see if Cross can give a Doomsday Saito to the fattest man in the company, Adam Cole, because he's so fucking fat. PWG fan.
Fat ass Adam Cole.
Baby.
He broke a chair. Fuck.
Piece of
I gotta say that apron bomb that Cross is doing though, that one was safe, nice. But Jesus,
no more turnbuckle bombs, just apron neck bombs,
just straight on the apron. I mean, and he's doing the release the right way and tilting the guy so that they come with the back rakes it the right way and he's not head bouncing them.
Part of the ring,
but still, man, it's like. you get worked up, or that goes a little sloppy, or somebody's a little too sweaty. Like that is a whoo. And also, do you think he's getting bitched out in the back for the F5?
Nah.
It was a ragdoll. It was more like a ragdoll. It wasn't an F5. It was like a.
It wasn't the plan. I can tell you that much. Of everything in that match, that was the one thing where I don't think there was a handshake in the back on it, and I don't think it was supposed to go down that way.
I think two people handshook on it. Champ and Cross.
I'm not kayfabe here and talk about handshakes in the back and shit. He murdered a dude for our entertainment. Thank you.
I love you, Casey. I agree with you.
Yeah, but I do think it makes sense that if you're not sure about breaking a dude's neck, Ciampa has a bad neck. It's a much better move than the Saito, which he would never get up again.
Doomsday.
So, it was a good article.
What was it Sports Illustrated said about him?
I can't read.
They said he was really cool and scary looking, and they'll look out for him.
That they found their next Brock Lesnar, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what
ESPN.
I mean, look.
Yes.
I mean, they are trying to. I mean.
This is like not even a push. This is just a flat out acceptance that someone is a star. Mm-hmm. Like all WWE was give him a little bit of something. He got, I don't know what he did to get them to actually kind of do his entrance gimmick, coming into to WWE, kind of like he did in Impact. A little bit of shades of what he did in AAA. I don't know how he pulled that off, but really they did that, and ever since then it's blown up. He sold T-shirts in advance on pre-sale. He's selling like hotcakes, and now Scarlett's got her shirt and it's selling. He's getting bumps in TV ratings when he's on camera. Like
he's got a Swish new logo.
If he can sell T-shirts, work well with the boys in the back, and keep putting on this thing, like they gave him the $1 million ring entrance. Dude, it's just flat out acceptance. Like. They're not shoving him down our throats. They're just doing it the right way. They're putting it out there, and everyone is saying, yes, more, please. Mm-hmm. It's amazing.
Did you see this clock?
What?
The sands of time?
So I'm going to... I thought you said clock. Clock.
Yeah, we're not on the Finn Balor segment.
That was really weird. That was really weird for a minute. All right, so I got to give some thank yous real quick. For anybody out there, you want to shout out on this show, and I probably should have done them at the beginning, but we had so much going on, and I had to get to the guests. But thank you for listening this far, and I will tell you right now, if you create a post on social media on your own, not a retweet, and not a quoted retweet or any of that crap, you create your own actual post on social media, especially Twitter, and you put a link to an episode of our show, I will shout you out on this show. If you go onto your favorite podcast platform and you leave an actual review and a 5-star rating, shoot me a DM of that. Let me know. I'll go and look at it. You will get a shout out on this show. If you go and you leave a comment on the YouTube page during the live premiere of the show and you say anything about what you don't like about Byron, I will give you a shout out on this show. Those are my 3 rules.
Wow. So those anything to say.
Those are the ones that you got to do. So this week we got our homeboy.
If you attempt to engage me in any way, I will shit on your shout out. Shit on it. At Lucha Gringo. Also, if you listen to another miserable podcast and tell me you love it, I'll be nicer than Justin even.
All right. So I got to do these shout outs. Then you can do yours. All right. So Ghost. Anyway, Ghost.
Down under.
He's been commenting on the YouTube videos. He was asking some questions, and he got answers, by the way, from us. If you have questions about Lucha Underground, ask us. If we don't know, we'll ask the people that probably do know. He's been interacting a ton. We love it. You are allowed to do the same. So he gets the #1 top of the list shout out. Ghost.
I love that guy because he's like a cool dude. He asks questions, but he's not weird about it. He's not a creeper. I like him.
Zeus, our homie Zeus, is always shouting us out, giving us the love.
Total creeper.
I love him.
Yeah, love that guy. Check out Mark Out Mania on Saturday mornings. His podcast, also a good time.
Which most of us have been on at least once. Yeah, I think I have the record for being on the most time unless Meef beat me.
I've been on 3 times.
I think I'm up to 4
we're
or 5.
tied.
Yeah. I'm higher than
Justin can go on. They don't want Byron.
No,
we've already discussed that.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest, man. Saturday mornings, it's hard enough for me to roll out of bed to listen to their show, let alone to be on it, man. I just don't function at that time of the morning on a Saturday very well.
You gotta pretend
it's
like
4 p.m. for me, mate. It's 4 p.m.
I know, but
it's glory time.
That's glory time for you. But for me, it's like if there was any kind of Friday night action, that Saturday morning slot is just not my thing, man. That's not my jam.
We just need to know that 4 p.m. is Meef's glory hole time, as he said.
They'd have to have me on very short notice because it'd have to be one of those. I didn't party Friday night. I didn't do shit. I didn't stay up late. I'm good to go, but I'm not going to tell them until 8:52 on a Saturday morning.
He means he didn't stay up playing Predator with us all night.
I was going to say exactly playing Predator.
No, we're going to talk about that today too. We're going to talk about that.
We're going to do that after this.
I got more shout outs though. The guy that started it all, the guy that I invented the rule for, Bad Hombre. He's at Cheeto _ONE 1 dash or _ 562 at Cheeto 1562. You can see us. We've retweeted some of his stuff. That's the homie. Made the rule for him because he went out of his way to shout us out without anybody ever asking him to. Anybody ever telling him. That's the homie right there. And then
great man.
There is one more person who went out of their way to create their own tweet, not a retweet, linking to an episode 4 of the show, who posted it and thusly qualifies for the shout out rule. His name is Chris DJ DeJoseph.
Hey!
He gave us a retweet on the Skip and Eric Van Wagenen episode. Thank you very much, DJ. And honestly, I will tell you that retweet and the fact that maybe he was drunk and didn't know what he was doing, but the fact that he even has one of the members of this show blocked, who I won't mention.
Not me.
But for him to go out of his way and actually give us a retweet means a lot. It also tells you that the content of what's in those episodes with Skip, Eric, and Evie Dub, whatever, is really important. It's worth listening to. It says a lot about Lucha Underground. Speaking of which, before we talk about this Lucha Underground, we are going to talk about an episode of Lucha Underground very briefly. I do want to give Meef some time to talk to us about the heel turn of his boy HDF. We talked about the name earlier, but how are you feeling about him getting this title spot, coming out of the hood so soon? What's up? How do you really feel?
I like how you waited until he was the least prepared and turned all the way around before throwing to him.
Chop.
Every time. Under the bus.
Right under there.
I'm always happy. I want to see him belts on him. I want to see him doing well. And at the end of the day, he always does what's best for business. He's like that. He's a good guy. So I'm happy to see him. I'm happy to see the storyline coming in now. The tournament's over. They need something while they can't do crowds and energy. They need something to kind of keep the momentum there. So, and he's a pretty boy. So, the ladies will be into him now. And let's be honest, Drake Maverick sucks dick.
Wow, Jim's not even here to defend Drake. Where's Jim? I thought Jim was going to come today. Did anybody give Jim the link?
I have seen more Fantasma matches live than I have Drake Maverick.
Wow.
And just a quick shout out to massive jawline, stupid head, Jordan Devlin. Isn't fit to lace Fantasma's boots, let alone be in the same ring as him. He can fuck off.
Oh, also,
I love all this.
Jordan Devlin's racist fans. Let's give them a shout out as well.
Oh yeah. Let's get
yeah. Byron, you look like me today. Byron is just like, what? Why am I on the show? What is happening?
I'm fired up.
I think
take some motherfuckers down.
I like Drake. And
now we all love him.
No, we're just fucking around. Jeez.
I was happy when I thought he was going to go back.
Byron, do you not remember the program I had with Tirantes Jr.? You start on Fantasma, you get my Twitter shit, right?
That you do. Why would I remember a thing that you do? I don't pay attention.
Because I'm important to you.
Go to lucha-mask.com for your Tirantes Jr. t-shirt.
That's a great point.
What we're trying to do is not let Byron...
I was excited when... Because they would actually use them. I think NXT is going to get maybe half of another program before they forget how to use him again. He's like one of their best talents. He can promote himself. He doesn't need them, but they still have wasted him, and they're still going to waste him. But he had a really great run right now, which is cool.
Hey, Byron.
I don't stand with Meef on that fuck Drake Maverick thing. I think that was quite rude.
Byron,
I'm done talking. Meef, you can.
No, you're not done talking because you haven't done your job. When I was doing all the shout outs, you were supposed to do anybody who rated us on iTunes, anybody who gave us a 5-star and a good rating on iTunes. You got those reviews?
Oh, dude, I got one.
Oh, really?
Give me 2 of those.
Okay. At Earth to McFly. I'm sorry. At Earth to Zach. Number 2 Zach on Twitter says, the MMMshow is great, and if you like Casey on this show, you should listen to another Miserable podcast. Thank you, Zach. Also,
that's your co-host.
Oh,
that is
shout out to my missus who made some cakes today.
He's been
on wonderful cakes.
He has. We love
Zach. Shout out to Meefloaf's missus for making him food today. What the fuck?
Keeping me nice and fat.
Byron, did you read them? Read the good reviews. Are there good reviews? Are there bad reviews?
Shout out to Apollo Loaf for making.
All right. Give me 2 good reviews. All right, everybody let Byron talk because this is important for a change.
Immortal Trash Can, 5 stars. These guys, especially, sorry, I have a sour candy. These guys, especially Byron.
Wait a second, mukbang fuck. You telling me you waited all this time? You haven't talked for shit on this whole episode. Then you waited until the one time I need you to talk to put something in your mouth.
I've been sucking on these things.
He's usually got something in his mouth.
Oh, yeah.
These guys are great. This is the podcast for all your Lucha Underground needs. Meefloaf needs a better internet connection because he's poor and dumb as fuck, so we can hear more of them.
Byron, ease up, man. Ease up. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to mute all of us. And then you're going to just read the reviews. You have that power. You're the producer, man.
Casey, you can unmute yourself. Casey does it too. So anyway, so now I have Tamara's _alpha, 5 stars. All the best behind the scenes info on Lucha Underground and wrestling. We're just really killing it. And from SCBROV, awesome pod. Love all the knowledge. 3 fire emojis, 5 stars. Beat that, fuck faces.
All right, am I unmuted now? All right, keep them coming, guys. Next week, if you want yours read on there, throw it out there, man. Throw out some harsh shit too. I don't care. I ain't scared of you.
You get a
bring it.
And if you need anything pronouncing,
give us a 5-star rating.
Get Byron to do it.
Whoever is the first one to just respond and post a review just saying this show fucks, extra shout outs.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can put swear words on there, but you can put like those little icons in.
No mud and knives.
I want to throw this out there. It takes a lot of effort doesn't take a lot of effort to do the show, but it takes a lot of effort to put up with these people.
Byron.
So yourself? You don't like your own.
If you enjoy the show and would like more of it, please send me free pizza.
Oh, dude. Yeah. If you wanted to give me free masks from lucha-masks.com, that would help. Also, bullshit. My foot's asleep right now. You see how much I sacrifice for this fucking podcast? My left foot is asleep.
You know,
Byron,
a good podcast episode is?
What?
The key.
Yeah, I'm gonna get there in 1 second, but I need you to do me a favor. You have the piece of paper. You have the piece of paper that has the list on it, Byron?
Yeah.
Okay. On there, you have to put my name. I'm on the list. Apparently, I've made the list. I got an angry email from somebody I was supposed to talk about on the show a long time ago that did a WWE commercial with Kofi and Braun, and I haven't mentioned them yet. So I want to do that on next episode. So keep me on the list. And if I don't remember to do it, I stay on the list. I'm putting myself on our list.
He is going to kick your ass.
Yeah, I know, dude. I'm in it. When he hears this episode and I'm still not talking about it, but I'm mentioning it and not talking about it.
He's allowed to listen to this show.
No.
Jesus.
No, that's why I have to do one specifically for that I put at the top before we talk ball shavers and
do you understand? before the show starts, the worst thing Casey says goes into the intro.
Well, shit.
Yeah.
Well, we'll cut. We'll.
Okay, it'll be a
Anyway.
very
Lucha Underground season 1,
Educational.
episode 6. 6. How do you say 6 in
Yes.
Spanish, Byron?
Sis.
This episode sucked balls, dude.
Really? It was the key. It was the key. The linchpin to season 1. There was some stuff I liked in this episode.
Yeah.
There was very.
It can't be terrible.
So everyone listening right now that's watching along with us, I promise you that episode 7 is a million times fucking better.
Yes, it really is.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so
episode 7.
this one starts with a vignette. Big Rick, Gariro Cueto. They're drinking Champagna, not Miller High Life, not the Champagna of beers.
See, Dario's still drinking whiskey though. Like he's still got a regular glass, and it's Big Rick with his little flute glass, right?
Well, he pours 2 Champagnas. I think there is a Scotch sitting on the table as well, though. Because why wouldn't there be?
It's a good mix. It's a good mix.
I'll go back on Tubi and check it out. And by the way, if you're trying to find these episodes, Tubi is the easiest place right now. They were on Netflix for a while, the first couple of seasons, but they're gone now. Tubi has the rights currently. Watch them quickly because they may shift around. Watch along with us, and if you can't find them, send me a DM and I can tell you how to get a hold of some copies of them. Anyway, so that was the first segment. It basically sets up that Big Rick is signing his contract. The $100,000 now has morphed again and is now a signing bonus that Big Rick asked for in cash, which is weird because the briefcase with all the cash already existed. So there's a little bit of retconning going on here already.
6 episodes in.
But that's a good thing because the original idea of the $100,000 was not my favorite, and I like kind of where this is better. Like, look, it's still wrestling. You're going to put $100,000 in a briefcase. You're going to do what they do with it in this episode. Moving on. Ivelisse and Son of Havoc in-ring promo.
Yeah.
Evie did all right. I mean, again, we're seeing the trend of letting... We're setting the trend of letting the WWE talent and former WCW and WWE talent do the talking, which is not a terrible idea. They have had more experience.
It is weird that they wrote her to shit on him wrestling a woman when she's a woman.
I like that. I thought that was done on purpose.
It was a little tongue-in-cheek.
I hope so.
She's a heel, but she's also like talking shit about Sexy Star and making and establishing in a way that she's better than her. Like not even like better wrestler, she's in a better category.
I mean, we know that already. Just being smart wrestling fan.
I thought she was a good. I thought that was a good promo. I thought the crowd sounded super hot. Like it matched her the intensity of the promo.
I think so.
But something that stuck out to me a lot in this episode was the shots of the crowd did not match.
Yeah, well, this is where it's going, and you're starting to see the homies too. You're seeing Johnny Ace in the crowd a bunch now. You're seeing Vic in the crowd a bunch now. You're starting to see the real Lucha clique in the crowd now is starting to grow. They're starting to come back regularly. It's building an actual audience. People are throwing some chants out there, which I want to ask Casey about in a little bit. I need some translations, but I think it's interesting. I like that they're still giving Masquerita the rub, and they're still giving, Sexy the rub from Son of Havoc and kind of making him the ultimate faceless jobber. Which I think was done intentionally because bringing in a white guy to wrestle off the indies, to do Lucha Libre, this was probably a smart way to go with it early on.
Yeah.
And you even heard Evie Dub last week.
If he's a white WWE guy, he'd be winning the title on the final show. I'm just saying.
He was.
Well, he is technically a white WWE guy, but he's Evie Dub's guy. Yeah, I consider him part of the Evie Dub Tough Enough.
I consider him part of Backyard Wrestling. Don't try this at home. The video game and.
And for people who don't know, Eric Van Wagenen was the executive producer of the season of Tough Enough that had Ivelisse, Son of Havoc, and Martin Casillas.
Casas.
Casas. Why do I always get it wrong? He tells me every time how to say it, and then I remember it, but I've said it the wrong way in my head or second guess it so many times that I still fucking get it wrong every time.
His name's Martin, scared of us on Predator. That's how you pronounce it.
That's true. He should.
He's gonna get some on that fucking game soon.
He's gonna.
Anyway, the thing I want to talk to Casey specifically about is so we have the setup that he's jobbed to a woman, a mini, and now we introduce a lucha libre tradition of the exotico with Pimpinela Escarlata.
Okay, so first thing I got to do is say fuck Tubi TV because I think Kevin Kleinrock wrote the copy for this episode because Pimpinela
Scampi.
Simpinella. Seriously,
Pimpy is real. Pimpy is a queen.
Pimpy is anything but a simp. Pimpy is anything but a simp.
And it's a direct translation of the Scarlet Pimpernel, just in Spanish.
Yes,
like you can't fuck that up. It's famous. It's the Scarlet Pimpernel. It's not hard. It's not difficult.
But it's not for legal reasons.
Right. I mean,
Actually, I think that's old enough that
it is. I think it's public domain.
Yeah.
Pimpy is awesome though. I hadn't seen Pimpy before the show.
Pimpy was what, 48 years old at the time when this was taped?
Okay, this is fucked up to say, but I have seen people say, I watched Lucha Underground, and why were they beating up that senior citizen lady? And they were talking about Pimpy.
Oh.
Pimpy has been around for fucking ever as an exotico, and Pimpy is shit.
And Pimpy went hard in this match. I loved it. Like Pimpy is not crisp. No one will ever say that Pimpy is crisp. The moves aren't necessarily tight.
Who is crisp wrestling now that's been wrestling since the 1980s?
True.
Like, know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our body's been through some shit.
I was thoroughly impressed with Pimpinella in this match. But Casey, I kind of want to know, like, what are your thoughts on exoticos in general? Is it something that has become kind of a caricature of itself at this point? Does it still have a place? Is it making fun of homosexuality? Is it acceptable? Like, it's so weird. We live in such a very PC kind of world right now, and big movements like Me Too and BLM are like making big changes in the world. Like, is the exotico a thing of the past now, or is it still got some viability?
But there's different ways of looking at exoticos and how that they're done. Like Cassandro, for example, right? Cassandro
smells so nice.
Carries the exotico tradition with dignity and pride. But there's also like new exoticos that are younger, and they go more like the vulgar side, like Danshoku Dino. And a lot of people are like, oh, this is supposed to be like a gay panic gimmick. And it's really not. In fact, the exoticos were created to kind of express the real person that was playing the gimmick.
Right.
So you had people that actually were gay guys playing the gimmick. And also AAA, that made the exoticos the most famous, was run by a very gay man for many years. So I think that people aren't looking at it the best way when they're trying to like cancel the exoticos or anything. Not that a lot of people are trying to do that. I think that really, like, anything I say can't do it justice, but if you were to go and listen to Cassandro when he was a guest on The Art of Wrestling with Colt Cabana, and it was a while ago, so it's a little hard to find. But if you can find that, it's a very eye-opening look at exoticos. And in fact, a lot of the exoticos, they had to train really hard to really be able to fuck people up in the ring because they were very concerned that people were going to try things with them and try to take advantage of them in the ring. Because they were gay dudes, so they learned to fuck. You
might know this.
Real. Yes,
you might know this, Casey. The actual name is in Mexico. They call it the third gender as well. So you have like canasta de taco,
which I think is kind of
It's
cool.
Yeah, dude. Okay, so AAA, which I never saw this in Lucha Underground, but it groundbreaks a lot of the things Lucha Underground did, and it was the beef that I thought of when I had this episode. AAA had a rules set that they called AAA rules matches. So 4-on-4 match, right? Mm-hmm. Each team consists of a male, a female, a mini, and an exotico, and everyone fights everyone.
Oh, that's dope.
And I wish that made Lucha Underground, but we only had one mini at a time. Yeah. We only had one Exotico at a time.
They didn't have a big enough locker room to do that, I don't think. I mean, even the triples was kind of tough at times, just with the amount of people in the locker room of having enough teams that were firmly in that division. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool. And honestly, it's funny to me too, because I feel like Latinx culture takes a beating sometimes for machismo and being homophobic. But if you look at this, it's like in the wrestling world, Mexico specifically for Latinx culture is light years ahead in the wrestling world when it comes to acceptance on a lot of these levels. And the Exoticos aren't taking shit from a bunch of, bruiser dudes in the back that may think differently. They used to, but they broke down those barriers, and AAA deserves a huge amount of credit for it. And I was ecstatic. And I love the fact that this showed too that the Lucha Underground audience was accepting of this, very cool with it. It wasn't going to be some hate fest. There was no healing. Everyone in the crowd is chanting Beso before Pimpy even gets close to doing the spot. Everyone knew and was ready.
Yeah.
Everyone's
so
getting
dope.
up and dancing during that entrance too.
This is in the hood in LA, and I'm telling you, like, there is no doubt the audience for Lucha Underground is rich folks from Beverly Hills, dudes who straight up bang from around the corner, like, and everything in between. So to get that kind of level of acceptance, like, immediately for that gimmick that I didn't know if a lot of people had seen, that was dope. That's why this episode, even though it's not great, still, like, it's one of the moments where it makes me really happy. And it also reminds me back to, and I just want to mention this real quick because we're in Pride Month, and I want to say if you want to hear something really interesting on kind of the perspectives of gays in wrestling, please go back and listen to our interview with Sonny Kiss. We'll post a link to it or something. And maybe we'll even cut some of it up and run it again here on Lucha Central this month if we can. But Sonny talks about how he wants to be referred to as a he and not as an Exotico, but that he is just literally what he is. He's just an openly gay wrestler, wants to wrestle men, doesn't like getting put in women's divisions and stuff like that. And it's a very interesting take because Sonny is very feminine in the way that he talks and the way that he expresses himself. It is just his take on how to do things. And that is still to this date one of our highest rated episodes because I think people were just like, they had never heard that perspective, and especially wrestling fans were clamoring to understand it.
Listen to it because those motherfuckers on Reddit that were giving JR shit for calling him on commentary and misgendering him, maybe listen and ask the guy how he wants to fucking be referred to.
We specifically before the interview asked Sonny how he wanted to be referred to, and I think I even slipped once, and I said her, and I think and that's my bad, but we're all learning, man. What's that? I think
Sonny doesn't mind that now because JR was referring to him. He was saying she and her. He was using those pronouns, and he's JR. He's this old wrestling Oklahoma dude. So people are quick to assume, but like JR asked Sonny, just like you said. Of course, you're doing a show. You're announcing. You're going to ask the people what their gimmick is. Ask them
but
how they want
at the
to be
same time. Look, what is appropriate is technically him. Like Sonny has a penis. Sonny is not trans, has no plans of being trans, is not in transition, does not want to be a woman, is very proud and happy to be a man, just happens to be a man that likes to be effeminate and likes other men, but is still as much a man as anybody. Hits the gym, works out, drinks the protein shakes and everything.
And fucks you up in the ring.
And fucks you up in the ring. And I wish I'd asked Eric Van Wagenen about it because Eric Van Wagenen will be the first to tell you he is the biggest fan in the world of the Sonny Kiss booty. So anyway, go back and listen to that episode. I'm really happy that they have an Exotico and that Pimpy got the kind of love that was
listen to the follow up when Sonny showed up on our 100th episode as well.
I think maybe we'll try to go back and cut them both together and put it out as a separate thing just so people can hear it during.
So we got to get Urban asking him if he smuggles hams.
Oh man, that's the best.
Like what? How many squats do you have to do?
And you also had
a lot of
Jake
stuff.
Atlas, isn't it? Jake Atlas in NXT.
Yeah, love
Yeah.
Jake Atlas too. Jake Atlas, also another openly
has
gay
great story,
performer
too.
from
But,
here. He was a Santino Brothers guy, I believe. Right?
Yeah, he's been a California dude for a really.
Yeah, I've seen him several times before he got over there, and I think he's been showing out. Go, Byron.
Excited about Sonny's AEW promo with Joey Janela. Sonny's done a few tag programs on Dark, like with Dustin Rhodes, which is cool. But Sonny and Joey are both from Jersey. And there's this really, really cool, very cinematic vignette with Joey, and then Sonny pulls up
in the ride
to the nines, and fucking,
super
I don't
dope.
know, it's a boner mobile. That thing is just pure sex, and
it's funny too because I thought that was actually Sonny's boyfriend for a second because Sonny's boyfriend looks a little like Janela, so I hope he doesn't get jealous. And Byron, yeah, a little bit. All right,
I think he looks more like Byron, actually, a little bit.
Let me get back on this episode real quick. Vignette number dos. Oh, so Pimpy wins. Beso, roll up, win.
Yes.
Fucks up his shoulder. Did he actually really into the shoulder? I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, everything probably hurts. You wrestle that long.
Yeah, really.
I mean, the dude's been around for like 4 decades.
Pimpanella's like 51, 52 years old now. So it was like 47 or 48 when this was filmed. So that's old for wrestling. Especially for Lucha Libre. And you see the arm drags and doing the roll dives and everything. Pimpy did not hold back in his match.
No, not at all. Not at all. Pimpy never does, though. Like, when there was a whole stable of evil Exoticos fighting against him, he was really bringing it, but the angle kind of died. They were called the Night Queens.
No, an angle died in AAA.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, who would have
never
thought?
happened.
How many?
That reminds me, I need to see if Cross will let me borrow a briefcase from him. I'm pretty sure he's got one sitting around that he doesn't need.
Dude, it would be so funny if when he signed his title shot, he brought out the briefcase instead of.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah,
I'm cashing this in 5 years later on a different program.
Are we about to head into a bathroom? Or
bathroom, Dario, Mundo.
No Drago. No Drago.
No Drago. Well, Drago's in the other stall.
Yeah,
staying cool. There was a closed door on one of the stalls.
He's taking a mad dumpski in there, man.
I thought this was
bolting.
Cool. I like the use of the shadows in this. It's still like there weren't any colors in the lighting, which in later seasons.
That reminds me, if you think Drago's tongue looks weird, you should see his turds.
Yeah, so going backward from like late Lucha Underground, seeing this, it felt a little blank because it wasn't filled in as much. Also, just in general, I think they're still shooting or color correcting or something. It just looked plastic. It looked indie like thriller.
Kind of like my corner right now does with the
a little bit. It wasn't quite totally dialed in yet as well as they got later. But I will say this about this shows this segment and these bits. All the vignettes in this episode really show you that the writers were consciously doing a beginning, middle, and end. This is what you would call in writing terms a point of no return where you can't go back. So Johnny demands the 100K, takes the key, which is the moment at which he cannot go back to being who he was before he did that to Dario. There's no going back. It's a point of no return. It is standard screenwriting, as Casey will tell you.
Except they didn't have Matanza try to fucking kill him for 4 more seasons and for completely different reasons. But
contained in this episode, you have a beginning with the Big Rick thing. Then you have this section with the middle and a point of no return, and it's leading to what's going to happen next week and kind of the wrap up of this episode. So it's actual writing, whereas WWE or WCW, classic wrestling, NWA would have just started an angle somewhere, then finished it in the ring, where you just get kind of beginning, end, or sometimes just middle, end. And you don't really get a real coherency of storytelling within a single episode. So these are real writers, guys. Like Chris Roach, like that Fantasy Island movie. By the way, have you guys watched that?
Mm-hmm. Oh, 5 times.
No. Oh, dude, I just watched it. I was blown away. Like
you watched the uncensored one, right? Like the
I did not think I was gonna like it. Like I love Roach, he's my boy. I thought I was gonna shit on this one. It is not what I expected at all. And after I let it reverberate that it's not what I was expecting, I actually kind of liked it. I thought some of the performances were a little wooden. Don't get me wrong. I didn't think it was the greatest acting in the world, but I really liked the script. I
got to tell you, I think it's still in the top 10 grossing movies of 2020 because of COVID, but it's still like it's in the top 10. I'm pretty sure.
You go, Roach. You go, homie.
Hell yeah, dude.
I don't know if Big Brother's going to happen, so we'll see. Though I guess that is kind of a quarantine, so
he's
why not?
Basically an Avengers movie right now. That's what it is.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's not bad at all.
So we get the debut of another homie of ours, another friend of the show, who
Sid?
We talked about with Skip Chasen recently. No, famous B.
423 get fame. I wonder what happens if you call it now.
So clearly, famous B, another Santino Brothers guy, right? Mm-hmm. And he's coming in as a local.
Justin, do you want me to call 423 get fame right now? Is what I'm asking.
Is it still there? Call it.
Let's find out.
Call it number 423 get fame.
I'll let you know when I'm ready.
And imagine if it is.
What area code do you dial with 423 get? Oh, that 423 is the area code.
Yep.
Anyway, yeah, famous B clearly at this point was brought in as a local to do jobs, and love the fact that it turned into something later. And I guess we can ask him about that. I don't know if he had a full contract.
Maybe he'll pick it up right now.
Go. Let's see.
423 get fame. That's 423 get fame. I would tell you to leave a message, but the truth is, I don't really care. I've had this hotline open for months, and not one of you jokers have what it takes to be famous like me. So leave a message if you want, but don't expect a call back. I've got way more important things to do than to waste my time on losers like Mascarita Sagrada and you all. Thank you, and have a nice day.
Leave a message, Casey.
Hi, famous B. This is Casey from the Mass Mats and Mayhem podcast.
Tell him I said hi.
All the guys say hi,
B.
And we love you. And I apologize for giving that little person the football gear to hit you in the testicles with. Thank you, Mr. B. We love you. Goodbye.
Ooh, man, we need to get that fame. All right. So yes, famous B meets up with God. Was it a freight train? No. It was a Mack truck. No, it was fucking Mil Muertes.
I think
you like that, Byron? Say
Muertes.
Freight train and Mack truck were given. Muertes. They wanted to get the Cholo, I think.
Yeah. So this was a squash, and that's fine. And now the Lick of Death is a gimmick. Still was not called the Lick of Death here. I don't think. Was it? It was called Lick of Death last week, but it wasn't this week.
Standing up this time, which is weird.
He held him up for it.
Yeah.
There was.
Which I think they didn't want the ropes in the way. That was nice.
Yeah. Also, Katrina was a little different ringside. She was a lot more animated and smiling. I think more like traditional heel manager. But there was one spot where B was on the bottom rope, and she comes in to to hit him, and so she turns him over so he's facing up and pulls his head down, which is kind of cool. But it looked like she smacked his head on the apron too hard for real, and turned around and was like, "Whoa,
oh shit!" Yeah, whoops.
Yeah.
I love Famous B's moveset in this too. All props to the Santino brothers. His moveset of back bump, side bump, face bump, roll and take a roll up. I mean, that is one hell of a moveset.
Jesus Christ, that's
Can you program that on Fire Pro?
You can actually.
I'm sorry. B's gonna kill me for saying that. I just thought it was just funny to me.
A man that was lost his leg to an ankle lock, and you're making fun of his bumping ability. That's just
no. His bumps were good as hell. They were great bumps. I'm giving him props on his moveset. I'm saying it is a dope moveset.
Hope he has better luck against his next opponent.
Look, man, the flatliner taking it like that and making it look that painful is good shit. I love it.
I thought that it might have been really painful.
We got a Drago package this week.
Hell yeah, dude! Some dragon dicks up in your face. Drago package. That's what you meant, right?
I mean, there's some cool things about this too, and this is finally, Casey, we're getting more into no, we're accepting that there's real mysticism in Lucha Underground.
It's still fucked up, Justin.
It's watered down, but the voiceover, the kid actually says that all the dragons became extinct and then one dragon returned as a man. So we are actually saying flat out that this man is a dragon.
So his mask is his face, even though they call it his mask later, and then they call it his face after that. Inconsistency. We called on it. They gave us some bullshit answer before.
At least we're actually getting into the point where they are really considering that there is magical things in this world.
Yes,
they even like CG in some wings or whatever when they say and dragons can fly.
I was gonna say, look out for the dope CGI wings when he flies at you.
And you mean by dope that Andy Sedaris movies have better special effects?
I think I saw better in Birdemic, actually. I know that's not Andy Sedaris. Andy Sedaris believes that other things are the cheapest special effect, and he's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Audio listeners, you should watch the video version.
Mm-hmm.
They really.
Justin took his dick out just now.
I like how they really tried to go for it with Drago's special effects, but not all of them were great to look at.
Some special effects are more special than others, and some are just an attempt at effects.
But Drago rules. They had was it a crow vignette with the little girl doing the monologue about him? Was that what this was supposed to be?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very much so.
Wonderful.
Oh my god! Imagine if they shot like the Sting 97 with him in a dark and rainy place. That would have been amazing.
Yeah.
See, but then his mask would get fucked up if he went out in as much rain as they use on this show. Like when they tried to drown Conan. Yeah.
I'll let you a little tidbit right now. So if you look at his mask, his face during this early part of Lucha Underground, you'll notice that his face has some stretchy material in the back of it into the latex. When I met him over here, during some of the car rides, I had a little chat with him and said, "How the fuck do you get your head in?" Because I couldn't get the mask over one of my mannequin heads, and that's tiny.
The neck hole is that big. Byron's got one too.
Yeah, and he just looked at me and went, "It's difficult."
All right, that is a classic story.
That's all we got. I think we should say goodnight.
And I want to reiterate that Drago without the mask, very handsome man. Maybe the handsomest.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
He's very handsome.
Commercials? Do we recap the commercials?
I wouldn't know. So we get a match. Drago versus Cuerno, and I liked this match. This was classic AAA to me.
Setting up a rubber match between the two.
Right, and you got to see Cuerno do his arrow from the depths of hell. Still not called that yet. But they did name his finisher Thrill of the Hunt here. And Meef,
that guy wins clean.
How'd you feel about this clean win, Meef? Your boy, HDF.
I was very happy. And again, it was the, stalking around his opponent, give him kicks, and then kind of, taking him apart, picking him apart. There's psychology going into the...
There's a couple little like crouches in the ring and stuff too, where you could tell he was definitely trying on and inhabiting this character way differently than Fantasma at this point.
He was getting the Kraven the Hunter on, and Kraven the Hunter is a great fucking character. I love it.
He was flicking the dirt like he was on his trailing something, kind of.
Yeah,
it was amazing. Right. I mean, like those little touches.
It was fine before that.
No,
and you had Black Lotus. No. Black Lotus was actually.
Oh yeah,
she walked through the crowd, and Vampiro got a huge erection, and
then she promptly turned around and left the crowd because she's smart.
Yeah,
and I think he said again, I don't know who the fuck that is, but she's hot. I think that's kind of
it was pretty much what he says every week.
And in the next episode, she sits behind him.
So then we have the setup of Mundo wants his money. Big Rick comes in. Mundo takes him out. Conan's got a hot mic. He says that Puma's not going to protect him, but then Rick takes out Johnny. Then Puma runs in, saves him regardless of Conan. Then Mundo and Puma throw punches with each other. And then the most important part of this entire segment, the Vinny Massaro security force comes in and deals with them motherfuckers. Yeah.
Whoa. Averno's in there.
He is.
Yeah.
He is without his mask on. And we didn't know that until later.
Or until Meef just said it and told the whole world. I was talking about Vinny Massaro, who plays Vinny Massaro on TV.
Yeah, we don't need to. Come on, Meef.
No, he's not got a mask now, Byron. He's not got a mask.
He's not a mask anymore.
He lost his mask. He's cool.
It's all good.
Oh, that's right. You know what I loved? I loved how you had when they had the standoff, Puma and Mundo. Stryker says 2 of the most valuable luchadors in the temple. Mm-hmm. I just thought that was a little funny.
Well, luchador does technically mean fighter. You know?
Yeah. No, I get that, and I get they're the 2 biggest stars in the show at that point. But also, it's just so funny because they both weren't proven luchadors at the time. They proved themselves to the style eventually, but
I think they were
say lucha libre styles
to say that because they were the ones making all the money until Alberto shows up.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we've gotten our first appearances of El Mariachi Loco. We've gotten our first appearance of Famous B, and now we've gotten our first appearance of Vinny Massaro. And if you haven't heard Vinny's story, go back and listen to some of our old podcasts, or maybe we'll have him on again.
It's actually like an inspirational story.
It really is. And he waited around for this moment for a long time. He fought real hard to be able to come to that ring as a security guard and get maybe 3.5 seconds of camera time. Anyway, I think in the grand scheme of Lucha Underground, we've all had more camera time than Vinny Massaro.
No, but you know what, dude? He had all that fucking sweet ass XPW camera time, which was the shit.
True that. So anyway, we're setting up for next week with the $100,000 ladder match, which makes sense.
Yeah. This was awesome. Next week. This was the first time. It became one of the first epic moments of the series, where Dario yells, "Ladder match! Ladder match!" I think there's a loop on YouTube. You could watch him say it for like an hour straight.
It's pretty good.
You made it, didn't you?
We have one more. There is actually a match after this. Seems like a packed show now. Chavo Guerrero Jr. and Pinteron Jr. versus...
Who's getting reaction from the fans.
Yeah, yes. And I want to talk about that. Sexy Star and Phoenix. Do you say Phoenix or do you say Phoenix or do you say like Byron does?
Phoenix.
He says
Phoenix.
Phoenix. He says Phoenix.
So Marty Elias is the ref also, which is great because Johnny didn't have a match.
To win, Marty, you fuck.
You're so biased official.
Anyway, what is exactly a culero, and is that different from a puto, Casey?
Yes, a culero is an asshole. A puto is a derogatory term for a homosexual male.
Oh, really?
Which is different than maricon?
It's like the same.
Maricon's worse because puta and puto is used a lot for shit and other things.
And bitch.
It's a weird one. It's one that causes a lot of controversy.
Let's put it this way. We never had culero chants get edited out of the show, and the producers asked me to tell people in line not to say culero anymore.
Yes.
Yeah. I think
they wanted us to say they were fine with puto.
No.
They weren't good with puto?
No, I was personally asked to talk to people in line and tell them we're not supposed to say that anymore.
Neither of them?
You had the World Cup thing happen.
Cody,
wait, hold on a second. What was the World Cup thing? I'll get to you in a second, Byron. But I want to hear what's the World Cup thing?
Brazil.
Yeah.
So you had a lot of stuff that went on because it happened in South America, and it's always been done in South America. It's a bit more extreme in South America than Central America, the usage, and they really go into it. Football fans, because football fans aren't the most intelligent people at times for things. So they really do mean homosexual when they're shouting it. It ain't like your shit. It's like with words. It's literally just going gays, gay, you know, and they're quite homophobic.
And it's like when people were chanting it at Johnny Mundo, though, they were equating it with the word bitch because a lot of the audience doesn't really speak Spanish. And
yeah.
So we didn't.
But, I mean, that happened at a AAA show that Cody was at where they were doing the chant. And it's, I mean, if you don't know what is being said, it's a fun thing to do towards a heel to get them heat or something. But and so like I think Cody got caught up in it, and then he retconned it afterwards the next day or two when it was explained to him. When he understood what it was, he was like, "Oh, that's."
If you were to like Google it or something,
it's the it's one of those ones.
Yeah.
So it's something that people don't do anymore, and it's something that Lucha Underground consciously put a stop to.
Yeah. But it also shows right here, the crowd is hot. The crowd is uncontrollable, and the crowd is real as hell. The heels got real fucking heat this time, and it was wunderbar. I love it.
I gotta say, those people were not the heels in my heart.
No.
Those were the Rudos in my heart, because you know what?
Yeah.
But I think that was the case for a lot of people, and I think that the heel heat they're getting here is really people showing support of the fact that these guys are getting a push. Everybody liked Chavo. Chavo was a big name to everybody. There was a lot of, people reminiscing about Eddie as well. And I think Chavo definitely benefited from that at this point in time, especially that he did have the legacy of the Guerrero family with him. And people wanted to just see him or anyone from the family doing something fun. And then Penta was really
greatest wrestler ever,
getting great heel heat already.
Yeah.
And you could tell the beginnings of that gimmick really starting to work, and that was awesome as well.
Yeah,
but I just want to point it out because you heard that heat here, and I can't say a ton about Sexy Stars Wrestling, so I wanted to talk about that for a few minutes.
And also I want to say, it's great that Pentagon's picking up steam. Let's fucking job him out in this match.
I don't know. I mean, I thought everyone did well. I even thought Sexy Star held her own in this match. But I do think like the
good editing,
great, the Lucha Libre part where you get Phoenix and Pentagon. And like once it was just the two of them, they stepped it up. They showed out.
You see why these guys are great in tag matches, whether they're on the same team or against each other. It is the spots were well done. Phoenix is doing his little rope dance shit and barely almost fell over before he did that spring off the top rope, which was amazing. I couldn't believe he saved that one. That looked like Bosch City was going to happen, and somehow he pulls it out, and it's amazing. Penta had some good spots. Chavo, I loved Chavo setting up for the 5-star frog splash, but being heel, so people booing it and stopping it in the middle. That's great heel heat to me.
But it's not a 5-star frog splash.
It's not.
That was the problem.
It's only a 5-star.
Why can't he?
The 5-star frog splash by Eddie Guerrero. Come on, man. That's
Striker. Come on.
Whatever.
He was doing all these great references throughout the entire show. And
do I need to rant on Striker's commentary again after the controversy?
I liked it.
We know. I'm going to say yes, but we know you have heat with him because he's currently the line champion of the name game of Lucha Underground. And since there's no more Lucha Underground, he will be our last champion. And it should have been Casey.
So he fucking Jake Hagered us, is what you're saying.
Yeah, he Jake Hagered the shit out of you. Some undeserving guy on the other side of the country has your fucking belt, man. I know you got heat.
He deserves it. He showed up. He knows his shit.
You know what he was going to do is have the true champion, Tommy Dreamer, face me instead. I know that was a setup.
It was. And Dreamer showed up to one of those episodes too. So
it was that episode.
Happened.
Yes.
Was it that day?
Yes.
Could have done it.
That's why Stryker did it at all, because he just wanted to impress Tommy. So he could just say that he had the crown.
Tommy's really good at that game and would fucking destroy me, by the way.
Yeah, he would destroy you and Stryker playing together against him, probably.
I loved watching you and Randy go at it in the line.
That was fun, man. We played for like 3 hours waiting in line once. It was fun. Wrestling name game. We should make a whole podcast out of it. Okay, Kevin, I know you're listening. How about you line up some challengers for me in the wrestling name game? You make that a little side podcast and give me cash and prizes every time I beat somebody.
Yes, line up for some fun stuff. Come back next week for Meef to tell us about another one of his great masks from his collection. Byron will hopefully get a haircut by then. Casey will always just be brilliant like he was today. And until next time, stay calm and stay in the mix.
Penis. Penis.
Lucha-masks.com by Pro Wrestling Revolution, bringing you, in partnership with Masked Republic, the Lucha Brothers, as well as Japanese legend Ultimo Dragon. Go to lucha-masks.com and fight Lucha Strong with masks from your favorite Lucha legends and Pro Wrestling Revolution luchadores. Stay safe in style and represent your favorite luchador. Get yours now at lucha-masks.com, powered by Pro Wrestling Revolution.